Hey, welcome back, everybody. Welcome to another episode, actually the penultimate episode of the Peasant Strike Back. We're super excited to get this going tonight and find out if we die to goblins or not. So that'll be fun. A couple quick things to go over before we jump into the game, though. One thing, there's something brand new today. Couple things brand new. One, you may notice we have snow gently falling behind us now. So that was fun. We'll have that up for December, just as a happy holidays thing. But also, if you look at the panels down below, I added in a cool new thing that's called the virtual item exchange, I think is what it's called. I don't have it in front of me, but you can use bits to get really cool little virtual items that I've set up in there. There's like a Black Feather Guild coin, a tankard, a coffee cup, and a phoenix at the moment, probably adding more stuff, but some of those are very limited in the number of them that can be purchased, and once they are out, then nobody else can get them. So there's some rarity things in there that you can do, which is kind of cool. And for the person that has the most, I think, crests and coins, I believe it is, we'll do something cool at the end of each month for whoever has the most. So that's new and kind of neat. And then also, there is the viewer actions that you can do. Most of those are pretty self-explanatory. If you are on my Twitter and you saw the tweet for us going live, if you interact with that via liking it or retweeting it, for every 10 of those, the cast and the DM both get a free D4 that they can add to any roll. Other ones that are not super self-explanatory, the switch action. If it goes to the players, then we can do this to the DM, and if it goes to the DM, then vice versa. But say somebody was getting ready to seduce the barmaid, whoever has the switch can throw that out and go, change the action word. So instead of seduce, it's another verb, which can be really, really funny at times. The other one is the complication, which, as long as that is appropriate for Twitch's terms of service, whatever complication you want to throw in, feel free, and then we'll all have to figure out how to deal with it in the game. I think that's about everything there, so we'll go ahead and jump into introductions, starting with myself. So I'm Raven. That's my channel. I'm a professional game master, tabletop streamer, and tabletop designer. I also do a plethora of other things that you can find. I talk about all of that on Twitter. And I play Moira, who is our entertainer slash barkeep. She's kind of the hype person and keeps everybody in line, or tries to at least get them out of trouble when they get into it inevitably. And then, the other thing, if you do want to follow any of us on Twitter, all of our Twitter tags are right below our faces, so definitely give that a click. With that, I will pass it on to Buggy. Tell us a little bit about you and your character.
Back from the dead! Hi, I'm Buggy. You can follow me on Twitter at Buggy2077. I'm a writer, a wild card of sorts, and I play Tor, your 305th favorite homeless man. Yeah, let's here for a good time as always.
Awesome.
Please, somebody take the mic.
Gwen! Gwen, tell us a little bit about Ella and yourself.
So, Ella is the one that keeps everybody alive and safe. I at least I'd like to think so. Unless she goes off, in which case the rest of them keep Ella alive and safe. But Ella's usually the responsible one. So yeah. And you can find me at my Twitter handle. Usually.
Perfect. And thank you so much, Michael Wayne, for that donation of $2.22. Triple Tuesday, that's pretty cool. And then, just let us know if you want to... to me. Okay, perfect. I will toss that in the cast pool. So thank you very much. That gives us a D6, which we're definitely going to need with these goblins.
Oh, yeah.
So then, passing
yeah.
it on to Noir.
Sorry, what?
Tell us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about Holden.
Hey, I'm Noir. You can catch me at Twitter at Noir Enigma. I'm playing Holden Tuddick, the dwarven blacksmith. Young Money Two Dicks, as he's called in the streets. That's not true at all.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh
Hold
shit!
the fuck up.
Oh, he's
What?
rich. He's rich now, so he's
got-
good.
We gotta bippity boppity back this shit up. What did I miss?
He got a lot of money and he started his rap career. All right.
Oh god.
Yeah. Yeah.
No. You can find me on all the socials under Noah Enigma. That's your Facebook, Instagram, SoundClouds, because I do the music stuff. I'm going to be reopening my music commission soon. Actually, I've got to do one, which was cool. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's get killed by some goblins.
Well, we're gonna take that idea. We're gonna take that idea, getting killed by some goblins, which is a brilliant idea, and I encourage us all to do it. But we're gonna take that idea,
I will keep
and we're
everybody
gonna
alive.
put it over here for just a second while I do a shameless plug. So as you guys know, my name is Joshua Barbeau. I am the DM for this awesome stream. I'm super excited because this week is the penultimate episode. That means the second last episode of our show. This is when shit is supposed to hit the fan. This is when we're ramping up to 1,000. The stakes are at their highest because the climax is coming up real soon. And to celebrate that fact, I have been advertising for the past 11 weeks that everyone in this game is using some custom classes that I designed, custom peasant classes for playing their non-adventurer characters. And now those classes are available to you if you'd like. I've been saying for a while that they are going to be published on DM's Guild, and they are now published. Joe Blow's Guide to Being an NPC, featuring 8 low-level peasant classes, is on DM's Guild. And just because you guys are watching it right now, all of you that are currently watching can get access to that title for 30% off. There's a special link that you have to follow. So if you just go to DM's Guild and you search for Joe Blow's Guide, it will come up at full price. But if you use the special link that is available in the chat, you will get 30% off. And where can you find that link if the chat scrolls too fast? Well, if you type !peasants, like I'm about to do, the link comes up. So if you forget what the link is, just type !peasants. The Ravenbot will spit out the link, and that link will take you straight to the book with a 30% discount. That's exclusive for the people that are watching the stream, and that link will only work while the stream is active tonight. So if you want it 30% off, get it during our stream. That is the last I will plug of that book. Probably not. Let's be honest.
There's always the finale.
I'm just trying to see if I can work the title into the game somehow. That's my entire goal for today.
Joe Blow's Guide to Being an NPC.
Yeah.
Well, Joe Blow himself is slated to make an appearance next week.
Oh dear.
Spoiler alert. Joe Blow himself is slated to make an appearance, but
not if we die first.
Speaking of you dying, let's pick that. Remember that idea that we put off to the side so I could do a shameless plug? Let's pick that idea back up and put it right back front and center. Because here's the thing about being peasants. A simple group of goblins is hardly a match for even first level adventurers. But you guys are third level peasants, and let's be honest, even as third level peasants, I'm not sure you have what it takes to beat these goblins.
Thanks, Dad.
We're like 0.6 level adventurer at this point.
Oh, I've missed Chauncey.
Yeah.
I've missed the boy.
The boy's here to watch you guys get slaughtered by goblins.
Oh, it's more than my dad for Little League.
You know how that he is on the goblin side. He's got the big goblin ears. You know.
I just need to hear it speak goblin.
The big goblin ears that are usually sticking straight up, but he's being weird right now. So without further ado, we're gonna pick right up where we left off last time. Goblins were in front of you, the same goblins that you made a truce with before, and they're screaming "Briac! Briac!" which you have previously been told is goblin for either magic user and or we surrender, sometimes both at the same time. But this time, they're saying it, and it seems to be actually a signal for their friends in the bushes that they should ambush you right this minute. You're not sure if you were misinformed as to the meaning of the word, or if they just happened to choose that word for the ambush signal. But whatever the case is, a bunch of goblins jumped out, and you guys are outnumbered and surrounded by goblins. In a second, I'm going to say roll initiative, but before I do you guys have anything to say and/or do as these goblins prepare to attack? How many goblins?
Would be nice.
A head count would be nice?
Yeah.
You see 6 of them. But
See
then
6
again,
in the bushes.
previously you saw 6, and 2 more jumped out later that you didn't see. So,
That sounds about
I was
right.
like, well, hello there.
So I should start writing my will, is what I'm hearing.
probably.
All right. Done.
Can I attempt to talk to them real quick?
Yeah, you can. I can't promise they'll respond or even listen to what you have to say, but you can try.
I am going to say, "Eek knock tweak my flock," which means they have at least 250 gold on them. You should get them.
Why did he just point back at us? Holden, what the hell are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing?
Noir,
Yes.
Yeah.
please make me a deception check.
I mean, I'm not lying. They do have that gold.
Not on me.
Not one.
If ever, Lord, there was a time for me to roll a nat 20.
I feel like even though you aren't lying and that they do have that much gold, I feel like the spirit of what you're saying is that you don't have anything of value.
Oh, there's my 2. I love Roll20's dice roller. It
We
really.
have 3.
And it loves you.
Telling a narrative.
It loves you. So,
Moira would like to do a
Gotta-
thing.
Moira would like to do a thing. What would Moira like?
Moira's gonna just like nudge Holden's shoulder and be like, translate this.
Okay.
And she'll look at them and go, "You're making me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. I got your Briark right here." And she's going to do this thing, which is handy.
Swallow gabagoo.
And
If what you're doing is a combat ability,
it is a cantrip.
okay,
It is
I see,
non-combat
I see.
cantrip.
I
And
see,
what
I
I'd
see,
like
I
to
see.
do
Use it.
is have Moira's eyes, like, basically like have literal flaming eyes. Would be the appearance.
I just rolled initiative.
Chill, we're not there yet. Don't jinx it.
So
I
Moira
got a nat
is
20.
is casting
I'm using it.
thaumaturgy, is making the
Yes.
ground shake a little bit, and her eyes glow red. And for a second, it looks like some of the goblins almost flinch, and then they steel themselves. Remember something that someone probably told them at some point in time previously, and they steal their resolve and decide to stick with their plan.
Damn it,
Alright, we're-
Sadie!
This is bullshit.
You bet it is, speaking of bullshit, roll initiative.
All right, let's fucking go.
It just took us, what is this, episode 11?
By
Yes.
the way, we did just hit 10 Twitter interactions, so Joshua and the cast get 1d4. I'm going to add it to the counter here in a sec.
Oh, fantastic.
I'm using my nat 20. I
I'm
rolled.
gonna use it. I'm gonna use it right off the bat. I want my goblins to go first.
Great.
I
I'm-
got a nat 20.
I'm glad.
Plus.
Roll D plus D20 plus 1d4. How many d4s do I got at this point?
Including the one that you're using right now, 2.
Okay, I'm using. Can I? Are the rules say? Do the rules say I'm allowed to use more than one on a single roll? Is that how that works?
On a single roll, no, but if you're rolling initiative for multiple goblins, then it would work.
I am rolling a single initiative roll for all of the goblins who will act in unison because.
Okay, then I would say
like
probably
that.
just the one.
All right, so I'm rolling a d20 plus a d4 for the goblins. Let's see what they got. Oh, a nat 20.
I got a nat 20 as well.
I don't want to be alive.
Plus,
Well,
can I roll a
on the
D6?
plus side, the DM just used up a D4 that didn't really accomplish anything, so, you know,
I'm going to roll
He's
a
going
D6.
for blood.
small
Because
victories.
I got a nat 20. I want to go first.
You want to
Hang on.
Hang
So
on.
the goblins got, let's see, all total when I take their additions. The goblins all total got 24. What did you get with your nat 20?
20.
20? So they beat you still because they technically got 24.
Yeah, I want to go first, so I'm going to roll a D6 to add to that. Because I can do that, can't I? We have.
Is she allowed to use these after the fact, or do they have to be decided before? Raven, it's your channel, so I'll let you decide.
I hadn't actually thought about that. Well, I'd say either or.
You know what?
Yeah,
I'll let you do it. Roll your d6.
that's a 4, so 24.
Fight.
But the goblins.
24. The goblins also got 24, so you're tied for 24 with the goblins. Good grief. You know what? Just because you used one of those dice and you got a nat 20 and you are a player, I am going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to let you win the tie in this case. You tied the goblins. You got 24. You get to go first. Then all the goblins go, and then the other 3 of these poor suckers go.
Yay.
This is gonna hurt.
As a quick update for everybody, the cast currently has 1d4, 1d6, 3 rerolls, and 2 Phoenix down. Our awesome game master has 1d4 and 1 reroll.
And for the people out here who are donating and then giving the bonuses to the DM, not cool.
Fun fact, people in the chat who are donating and giving me bonuses. If you really like what I'm doing and you want to donate to me without giving me bonuses to use against the players, you can go buy my book at 30% off.
Yeah, do that instead.
You know, Joshua, I'm
Yeah.
proud you got it in there. I'm proud you snuck that in.
You know, I just had to
If
sneak
you
it-
help him, you're
sneak
gonna
it
help
in.
him, Joe, blow us up.
Dang it.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Also, I did forget to
Joe
mention
Blow.
earlier, the dabbing Raven emote finally got approved. So if you have at least a tier 1 subscription, that is available to use now in chat. So there's
Awesome.
that.
All right, Gwyn, you're up first. Make it count. You got a D20, you got a nat 20, and you used one of your D6s to beat out these goblins. So make it count.
I will absolutely make it count. Because I have in my inventory a short bow and yeah, I have a short bow. So I will roll my d20 plus 2, and I'm going to use a d6 on this to make sure it hits. I am going to use my d20 plus a d6, and that was 19 and 1 plus 2, 22 to hits. So
So you got 19 and 22 with your sharp bow.
no, I got a 22 total.
22. Give me 1 second. So which one are you attacking? Because you guys are surrounded a little bit right now.
Yeah.
You've got 2 on the road in front of you, 2 on the road behind you, and then 2 on either side that are kind of like that are kind of raised up on the hills. The 2 that are on the hills on either side, they have bows, and the ones in front and behind have swords.
So the ones that have bows.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
One of the ones that have bows.
Okay.
You can decide which one.
Sure.
And I'm going to roll a d6 for damage because I have no bonuses.
Go for it.
I know we have one more d6. I'm not going to use it because I've used 2 so far.
Start hot.
Unless you all are okay with me using another d6 for damage.
I don't have one.
No,
I think we're all sharing the.
Yeah,
we're
D6,
sharing.
so-
We're sharing.
We share the pool.
Wait, does that mean we're sharing the Phoenix Downs too? Because
No,
I
you,
just...
Yeah.
you chill, Holden. You chill.
Hey, I have one of my own.
Yeah, I'm
we're
not trying to
sharing-
lose
we share-
mine.
We share the Phoenix Downs.
We don't need it.
Shit, we share the Phoenix Downs now.
Yes, we do. We share everything.
Where was
Shit.
this episode 1? Raven, we need to renegotiate the contracts.
I don't know how I feel about this. I was talking cash money shit when I got that Phoenix down.
Anyway. So y'all are not okay with me using
Cash money. Oh,
I'll just roll the damage. That's 2 damage.
So 2 damage on the first one.
How they looking?
I only have one shot, so.
Oh, why did you roll twice?
I did not roll twice.
Oh, I thought you
only
said
rolled
you got
once.
19 and 22. I
No,
completely
I got
misunderstood.
A 19 plus the 1 plus the 2 is 22 total.
Got it. Okay, sorry, I completely misunderstood. There was only 1 attack, and you did 2 damage to my goblin. Cool.
Yeah.
I don't think
Awesome.
any of us get multi-attacked on NPCs.
I don't
I
think
mean-
anyone-
Hey, level 5.
Actually, at level 5, Tor does get extra attack.
Can
Son
we,
of a bitch.
Can we leave and then come back 2 levels later?
And
No.
for my movement, I will
No.
I will retreat. For my movement action, I will move my full movement away.
These pomegranates are gonna get me through this.
Oh yeah, I'm just drinking. I'm just getting wine drunk and just dealing with this. Bad
Hi,
decision.
Mom.
Hey,
Bad
baby.
decision. Okay, so the goblins are up. There are 6 of them. One of them just took an arrow from Ella. So the 2 that are in front are gonna rush with their swords at Holden.
That seems fair.
It does seem fair.
Karma.
So they are rushing with their swords at Holden.
Mhm.
They got scimitars, and
It's almost like they were told to kill me specifically.
almost.
I wonder how that could have happened.
First one is a 22. That's gonna hit.
You sure? No, okay, yeah, that hits.
Pretty sure it's gonna hit. Second one is a 14. What is your AC again?
17.
Wow. What are you wearing?
Ow!
I'm wearing the armor that I made myself. I told you, come to Holden's goods and get good shit, y'all. I'm telling you.
Well, that second attack then is going to miss, not piercing his armor. The goblins, so the 2 goblins come in. They both attack. Holden. Holden, first, the one that hit is going to do some damage.
Okay.
Ooh, first damage. First damage of the game. Oh, he rolled a 1. That's okay. Still does 3. 3 points of damage.
Okay, I'm good.
You're good, eh? Well, we'll see. We'll see about that.
Wait, how much damage did you say? 3?
3,
Yeah,
yes.
we still have
okay.
those 3 temporary hit points from
Uh-oh.
episode 1.
Is that true?
That's a
Yeah.
callback.
No. Holden definitely does not have temp HP because I hit him at least once. I believe Sir Baldric did.
Nope,
Yeah.
Sir Baldrick never touched me.
It was probably the
So-
fight with the
Somebody hit
dwarf.
Holden. I remember using up
It
Holden's
was,
temp HP.
It was the dwarf, Stormborn.
It was Windbreaker.
That's it.
Oh yeah, she did.
Stormwind.
Yes.
She
She
did.
kind of beat the crap out of you.
She did scruff my beard a little bit.
Took his
That's
heart
right.
and his
Yeah.
HP.
Everyone else, I believe, still has the temp HP, but definitely Holden does not. So that's
I've got,
3 damage to your actual HP.
Ow, that hurt a little bit.
Ouch.
And guess what? Then they're both, the ones that rushed at Holden, they're both going to disengage as a bonus action.
Oh, these motherfuckers got levels in Rogue. This is some bullshit.
Oh,
Actually,
yikes.
all goblins have a nice racial feature called nimble escape, which is basically what rogues can do. So they're going to disengage. They're going to pull back. The two goblins in the back that have swords, they're going to rush at Tor.
Yeah.
Tor, this is for you, my friend.
Oh yeah, welcome back. Oh yeah.
16. What is your AC?
17.
Gosh. What the heck are you guys wearing? The other one's going to rush in. Two of them are rushing at you.
Shit.
19. There you go.
Fuck.
That hits.
Perfect time to ask this. What's it called? Parry?
Yep.
It says to use it as a reaction. I'm still technically new to all this.
Correct.
Is it one reaction per turn?
It's one reaction per round.
Yeah,
Okay, that
yeah,
makes
you
sense.
still have your reaction.
But you haven't used it. So yes, you still have your reaction.
Okay.
You want to parry this? It's 4 damage that you could technically parry.
Now I'll eat it a little. I'll eat a little bit.
Fun fact, I did, the book that we've been talking about so much has updated versions of their classes. I realized parry was a little bit too strong, so in the published book, I made it once per short rest. But the ones that I originally gave to you did not have any such limit. So
So is this what hacking was back in the 70s?
basically, you are the most powerful militia that will ever exist because you're using the beta version.
I always knew you're a special tour.
Oh, Tor is something. Holy shit.
He's the anyway. So are you parrying this with your reaction?
I'm gonna eat the 4
You're gonna eat the 4, okay?
and a pomegranate.
And a pomegranate, and they're going to. I believe this also just sinks into your temp HP, which you should still have, I believe.
Yeah, I only took 1 real damage.
Cool beans. So then they're going to disengage as a bonus action, pulling back as well. And then the 2 other ones with bows are going to go. One of the ones with bows is going to shoot at Raven Moira. So we're going to roll against you with a short bow.
I have 30 feet of movement speed, and I was not anywhere near them, so they would have disadvantage for hitting me. Just putting that out there before you.
Does
Hang
a
on, hang on.
22 hit?
That might-
I believe it does.
I think it might. My AC is 13.
Raven, you take 5 points of damage from a short
That's
bow.
all right.
And
It's only 2 points of real damage after my temp
Correct.
HP.
and Gwen, the other one, specifically the one you attacked,
Yeah.
is shooting back at you. What were you saying about disadvantage? What?
Because I ran away. I ran away, so you would technically have disadvantage.
Why would I
Because
have
I-
disadvantage?
Isn't the range like? What's the range?
On a short bow? 60 feet?
Yeah.
It's
I'm 60
decently
feet
far.
away.
I dropped a granite.
60, 120, I believe.
You are definitely not 60 feet away. You are surrounded by goblins. You ran out of the fray? You tried to run out of the fray?
I did say that.
Oh. So hang on a second.
80. It's 80.
It's 80 feet. It's 80 feet
It's
on short
80.
bows. Yeah, range 80.
and 320 with disadvantage.
So you're definitely not more than 80 feet away. But good to know that you ran out. So you ran like off road out of the so that you're no longer surrounded by these goblins. You're off to the side. Good to know. In that case, so this one shoots at you. This one shoots at you, which it was gonna do anyway, but and rolls a 20, which I'm thinking is gonna hit.
Like the end of training day.
Yeah.
5 damage, and on top of that, the one that shoots you screams something. The one that shoots you screams something in Goblin, which of course only Holden understands, saying and it basically translates to "Stop her! She's getting away! She's going to bring reinforcements." And then
Yes, that is the plan, actually.
and I'm sure it was, but now the goblins think that's the plan, and now they're prioritizing stopping you before you get away. Very important plot point. That's it for the goblins' turns.
I'm glad the goblins actually figured out my plan. No, I'm not.
I would be.
Yeah, I'm noticing a trend of a lot of our plans falling through.
I see a lot of the people asking about a lot of the people in our chat asking about the book. So not to distract too much from the stream, if you type !Peasants, the Ravenblot will spit out the link to the book with a 30% discount. If you just go to DM's Guild, it won't have a 30% discount. You have to use the link that is in the chat to get the 30% discount. And now it's the 3 of your turns. I don't remember who rolled highest, but I also don't care. I'm going to say that the 3 of you, having all rolled lower than the goblins, can each act in whatever order you wish.
Okay, mine was 14.
I rolled a 19.
8.
Cool. Well, you all, whatever you rolled, it was lower than goblins. So you can all go in whatever order you wish. Whatever order you think is most beneficial. I don't care.
So, quick question: who took more damage, Holden or Tor?
I only got knocked down 1.
Okay, so I think Holden.
So I'm
then.
basically still full.
Holden took 3. Technically, Moira and Gwyn took the most damage.
That's true.
Laura and Ella.
And you also have lower AC. So you got more damage and lower AC. And the goblins, not that you know this, specifically said to take out Ella. Take out Ella. So
Let's note that one.
So yeah. Well,
And-
Holden knows that. If he feels like sharing with the group, he can. But
Can I get within 30 feet of the archers?
Cool book.
the archers, just so you got a picture of the lay of the land here. The archers, the two people, the ones with the swords, scimitars, are each about 15 feet either in front of or behind the party. The archers are each about 40 feet on either side of the party.
Okay, I think I followed that.
So if you want to get within 15 feet of the archers, you could get within 15 feet of one of the archers because they're on opposite sides of the road, right? So
Gotcha, okay. I would like to get in within 30 feet of the one that was shooting at me, and then I'm going to
Okay.
use Thaumaturgy again. I guess I don't actually have to click on that since there's no roll for it.
correct.
And what I want to have is right behind that archer, right in its ear, the voice of Sadie going, "Stop that."
Stop.
So you are recreating Sadie's voice saying, "Stop that," in that goblin's ear with thaumaturgy, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so make a deception check.
Okay. Deception. 24. I'll take the 24.
Okay. Um, 24, definitely is successful. You see the goblin immediately react by turning around to see who's whispering in his ear. It's enough to disorient him, so that we'll say he's distracted.
Okay.
Whether or not that may just result in him having disadvantage on a roll. It won't necessarily completely negate whatever action he's going to take, but he is distracted.
All right, cool. And I think that's pretty much all I can do. I did want to confirm, though, the spell lasts for up to 1 minute, so are my eyes still glowing?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Alright, so
Hey,
That's Tor getting ready. You hear that?
so
hang on. I need to go deal with my dog.
Uh-oh.
But you guys can chat amongst yourselves for a second.
All right.
Tor just pulls out a little packet of ammonia, snaps it. We
you
fucking
know,
ready.
I thought I might be able to go this whole campaign without pulling out Gabriella, his axe. But apparently
My
that's
God.
not gonna be the case today.
I'm gonna look at mine, then look at yours, and give a little chuckle.
He's just gonna knee slide over to you singing, I wanna rock!
Everybody is
Oh, man.
the weekend. No, wait, what was that? The scene where it was like the guy who was just wearing like the white dress shirt with the high socks, and he just slides across the floor. Oh, something's like, take that old record off the shelf. Whatever the fuck that one is.
The old
I want that old fashioned rock and roll!
Yeah, it's
rockin',
what's his name?
that kind of music.
Can't remember his name.
But yeah, if any of you
Oh,
are actually
reminisce
interested
about
in
days
getting the book for this, I recommend it.
Time of rockin'.
Like the pictures in it look amazing. It's a lot more like in depth, like he said about what we're playing. But it is.
Hey, quit talking to him nice. Buy the book, you fucking cowards.
Bob
It's
Seger.
it's only $3.50.
Do it.
It's about
If you use the link in the stream, it's only $3.50.
It's only tree fitty.
about tree.
Even the Loch Ness monster can get it.
It's about. I need about.
For the record, it has to be exclamation point peasants, not peasant. You have to put the S on the end.
There's more than one
No,
of us.
There is-
I think
there
they were
may not-
calling one
there-
of us a peasant.
There may not be more than one by the end of this session, but there is currently multiple peasants, correct?
Let's.
All right,
Concy,
so
come here. Where were we?
so I grabbed Gabriella because I just saw somebody hit my brother, and so I'm going to make my way over there, and I'm gonna give Gabriella a little kiss, and then I'm gonna try to split this motherfucking skull right the fuck open.
Specifically, you want to attack one of the ones that hit Tor?
Yeah.
So the ones that attack Tor are behind you guys, so you have to run back to one of them, which you can totally reach. What's your speed? 25 feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
If I can't make it, then I'll just attack the ones in front of me. But
You can make it. You can just barely make it. I'm going to say the ones that are behind you are 25 feet away from you. The ones that are in front of you are 15 feet away from you.
all right, in that case, am I able to kind of walk up behind the one that just hit Tor like, surprise, motherfucker? And then,
I'm sorry, that dog just scared the fuck out of me.
yeah, Team Total, we out here. We
We
get
out here.
money.
Yeah, we out here. That's
Gang, peasants up in this bitch.
something like that.
All right,
Sweet Jesus.
so yeah, I'm going to walk up behind.
Okay. So you can't get behind the ones that attack Tor because you basically have to run straight up to them and they're facing you as you're
Alright.
doing it.
So
But
I can't flank.
No, you cannot flank, but you can get in front of him and you can attack him.
This is embarrassing. I said axe. What I meant was a warhammer. Because now that I'm looking at Roll20.
I was gonna say. Last I thought you had a warhammer.
Yeah, he's got a
Tor
warhammer.
has an axe.
Yeah, he's got a warhammer named Gabriella.
No. Oh, you do. Okay.
Yeah, she likes to smash.
Mhm.
And we're good. I'm gonna swing. I'm gonna swing with 2 hands. So here we go.
Okay, do it up.
Wow, that fucking. I would like to use a reroll.
Go for it.
Should I reroll?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna reroll.
It's gonna be a 6 and a 13.
Hey, 15-15.
Ooh. If that don't hit, I don't-
15-15.
Yes.
So yes, you hit just barely. Like the goblin almost narrowly dodges your warhammer swing, and you just kind of graze him.
Oh, you should use the D6 for damage.
You
as well.
feel like if you had rolled even just one lower, you would have missed.
Good to know.
That's how close it was. But yeah, this guy's got a shield up, so you know.
All right.
Just
so
got past the
12
shield.
damage.
I'm just gonna walk up to him and go, "Nobody touches my brother," and then just Gallagher.
If it's not dead, please use the D6 for the
I'm gonna
damage.
Gallagher him straight in the dome piece.
Straight in the dome, please. Okay, so you did. Whoa, look at that. 12 damage. That's amazing. Straight in the dome piece. Like I said, you just barely got over his shield with that.
Mm-hmm.
But like you got him straight in the dome piece with a warhammer, 2-handed, and yeah, his head implodes. Splat! So like, picture this: the body of a goblin, the ears of a goblin, a warhammer instead of a head.
That's some weird cosplay.
Yeah.
And then I'm just gonna start.
Good job.
I'm just gonna start counting in Goblin. Eek! 1.
Cool. The goblins who were turning to chase after Ella, instead, the one that another one says, and that basically says, "Forget the one that's running away. Kill the dwarf."
Yes!
And then another one says in
Badass.
response, which means, and again, all of this stuff is only really for Holden because he's the only one that understands, but which means Phoenix Astra says, "I wish I could sound like that." You can, Phoenix Astra. You just have to take your vocal cords and shove them straight up into your goblin trachea.
Yeah,
And then get
Yeah.
Joe Blow's Guide to an NPC.
You just gotta.
So yes, so one of them says, "Forget the one that's running away, kill the dwarf," and then the other one responds with, "I thought we were supposed to leave them alive," and then the one who says "kill the dwarf" says back, "Nika with that." Yeah, it says, "Forget that. We'll say we killed him by accident."
Can I respond to Goblin real quick?
Yeah, speaking is a free action.
Okay. I'm gonna say, Nino Kumi Najiba, and that's basically, it's not too late for y'all to walk away because I'm about to count to 2.
Oh.
Oh God! Oh God! Hell yeah!
Okay. Let's do this. We see we've had Moira went, Holden went, Tor, I believe you're left. Tor's turn. Time for that bloody axe to get some of Tor's not blood on it, or
Yeah,
not Tor's.
Yeah, going back. All right, so, where would the closest one to me be?
So there are 2 goblins on the road behind you, which both attacked you, and they're about 15 feet away from you.
Did I kill
There's
one of
also-
the ones that attacked him?
5-0
Sorry,
or 50?
there is now 1 goblin on the road behind you that is 15 feet away from you.
15.
That is the closest goblin. There are also 2 goblins on the road ahead of you that are 25 feet away from you. And then there are 2 more goblins that are 40 feet each on either side of the road.
All right. I'll run up to the one that's 15 feet away.
Got it. So you're right next to your brother, ready to take out the ones that are behind you.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
for it.
As I'm walking over,
magic
I'm,
happen.
I'm ripping off the cloak, revealing like this old like rusty and beaten to all hell like militia armor. Like the long gray hair on this old ass half orc is now out. What the fuck? Right, I just hit great axe, right? No, fuck.
That should work if my understanding of how Roll20 works.
Use a reroll. Absolutely.
That 9 ain't looking too hot.
Do you want to use a reroll? I'm down with rerolls.
Do I
Let's
have
waste
one?
all your rerolls. Go
Do
for
I
it.
have one?
Let's see.
we've
The
got
cast
three.
has
Three in the pool.
3 in the pool.
Who's gonna get mad at me if I use a reroll?
Not at all. They're there to use.
Perfect.
Literally, Buggy, you have never been in combat in 11 weeks.
Yeah, I
now
know.
is the time to use them.
Yeah, fuck it. Well, how's the 19 do?
19 does better. 19 hits.
Oh yeah.
Roll
Well,
damage.
Well, no whammies. 10.
Oh yes! We are the peasants, and we are
How's-
striking back.
How's that 10 do?
That 10 looks pretty
Should have
good.
one.
That 10 looks pretty good. Let's see how that does. That does really good.
Hell yeah.
How you want to do this? How does it look?
Oh, that's the first time I've heard that. So,
I kind of stole Holden's thunder because I really wanted to describe a goblin with its head impaled. But this is your show, Tor. You tell us what happens.
just took 11 weeks. Tor is basically he's like swings it down, cutting it in like half.
Ooh.
I just tore him a new one.
Oh.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Goblin did.
Good.
I love it.
Good job.
That's a 4. That's
nah.
a
That's a.
that's a 4. 6. Oh, you're a
Solid 6.
little too
Solid
generous
6.
today, Quinn. A little too generous.
Solid 6.
I get what's called puppy inspiration, where the puppy comes and inspires me to do better in combat. It has no mechanical benefits, but it's totally the best thing ever. Let's see, Ella, we're back to the top of the round. It's your turn. You were running away, correct?
I was.
Okay, so you are 30 feet away from the center of the action.
Mhm.
Did you
I'm going
run? I need to know.
Shoot.
I need to know. Did you run? I'm assuming you ran off at an angle, because if you ran straight forward or straight back, you would have went right through goblins. So I'm assuming you ran off at an angle. Did you run at an angle that was like away from the one that was shooting at you, or towards the one that was shooting at you? Because there were 2 goblins with bows, and you're either running away from. If you're running away from one, it means you're running kind of towards the other.
Yes, I was running towards the one that shot me. I mean, the one
Okay.
that I shot.
Got it. So now that I know where you are, what do you want to do?
I want to shoot it again, and then
Okay.
run away.
Go for it.
So, that's an 8.
Uh-huh. 8 would miss. Do you want to use a reroll?
Yeah. It's
Go
8
for it.
plus 2 anyway, but
Yeah, that would still miss.
that's a nat 20.
That's a crit.
So
That just misses.
I
Sorry.
roll a d6 and
That
double
that
it.
just misses. Sorry.
I roll a d6, double it. So that's a 2. So I do 4 damage again.
So you guys are down to just 1 reroll now, right?
2, because April just donated 1.
Oh, April.
April, you the real MVP out here.
April, thank
I'm
you.
going to use,
Thank
I'm
you.
going to use an extra d6 for damage.
I think April was the
I'm
one
going
who
to
gave
use
me the
our
Phoenix
last
down.
d6 for damage because everybody else is doing so much damage. I want. That's an extra 6. So,
Okay.
so that's 4 plus 6 is 10.
4 plus 6 is 10. Awesome. How do you want to
Unless
do
that's
this?
unless that's also doubled, which wouldn't matter.
No.
So
Holy shit!
I
They just scared the hell out of me.
I I pull back my bow and
Come here, Chauncey.
and just before I run right past I pull back my bow knowing I'm going to run right past this goblin and I shoot it right in the head and it falls over and then I run past it as it dies.
Okay, so you killed the goblin, you shot it, and you ran past it in an epic kill. And that is your turn, I believe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I move my full movement away from the other one.
Fantastic. Your full movement away from the other one, so you're about like 70 feet away from the other bow person. Ish?
Yeah.
That sounds right.
70.
70. Yeah, that sounds right.
Just within
Just within the range. That's okay. It's now the goblin's turn, and you guys have killed 3 of them.
Yes.
We out here. We here.
You guys are doing pretty freaking good. You guys are doing pretty freaking good.
We're not done yet.
We're not done yet. No, that's true.
Let's save the wine for after.
No, that's to get through this.
Starting to sound like.
The 3 goblins that are still standing are gonna go. They're gonna start. One of them's gonna start screaming. Briac, Briac, Briac.
What does Briac mean?
In this case, in this case, it means 4 more goblins jump out of the bushes.
What did they say?
4 more goblins are jumping out of the bushes.
Oh.
This is the horde that never ends.
So now there are 7 goblins, and total.
There were 6. We killed 3.
And 4 jumped out of the bushes.
Math is not my strong suit.
The 2 goblins that are on the road still are gonna rush at Holden and Tor.
Oh, they want to fuck with the homicidal half orc. Let's go.
Hang on. Ta-da. 16, I believe, will miss. Unless I still have a D4. Oof. Wow. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's a 19.
I see how it's gonna be.
Hey, Holden.
Yeah, what's up? How's it going?
Take 6 damage.
I would rather not. Okay, I'll do it. I'm gonna take this damage and I'm gonna make it look sexy.
Okay. Now that you've taken that damage, the other one's gonna attack you.
Okay, let's go.
What?
Sakes. I'm gonna re-roll that.
Who the fuck is giving him these rerolls? What kind of sick bastard?
The rich.
The DM is out of things to use now.
We need to kill these billionaires.
Noir takes 6 more damage.
Do I have to?
Is he
Yes.
right? Is he right? Is he right next to me?
He is right next to you, yes.
Noir, how's your HP looking, buddy?
This will drop me.
Would it be possible for me to use my parry
No, that only works if you're being attacked, I believe.
Okay.
Well,
I just wanted to see.
Unless I misremember. I could be wrong. I haven't looked at it in a while.
Okay. I'm sorry. When another creature damages you with a melee.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Well,
there you go.
So I drop, but then the Phoenix down gets me back. I'm like, oh, what's up?
Well, does it kill
okay.
you or knock you
So wait.
unconscious?
It knocks me unconscious.
You're unconscious.
I'm at 0 hit points. Okay.
Phoenix down only kicks in if you would die, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, fuck. Okay, I'm knocked out.
You're knocked out. Let's see. Do these goblins make it non-lethal? They do have instructions to keep you guys alive, but then the leader did say, we'll pretend we killed him by accident. I'll give it a 50-50 chance.
Oh yeah.
50-50 chance. We'll say if it's higher than 50, it's lethal. Lower than 50, it's non-lethal.
Oh, with my luck.
Oh, it's
just-
lethal. You are
let's-
You are bleeding out, my friend. You are
Yeah.
dying.
That seems about right. I have no regrets.
Both
Not a
of
single-
those,
Not a letter.
yeah, both of those goblins disengage as a bonus action and back away from Tor. The goblin that had the bow that was still standing used his action to summon his allies. So I say summon in the technical
Beckon.
term, not beckon, meaning beckon, not actually meaning summon, which has a very different meaning in a game where you could literally summon creatures out of thin air.
Yes.
We fighting a shaman.
Dear God.
He
I
used
hope
his
not.
action to beckon his allies, and the 4 other goblins who jump out of the bushes are all going to attack. Let's see. The 2 of them are going to attack Ella because she's almost out of their reach, and so they're going to do it now while they still can.
That's a yikes.
10 does not hit, I believe.
It meets.
Two
Oh,
more
wait,
we
sorry.
roll for you
That's
already.
a 12, not a 10. I forgot to add the plus.
Yeah.
So that's a hit.
Yeah. It would be a hit even without the +2.
5 damage to Ella.
Oh, ouch.
Second attack versus Ella is a 7. That will
+2.
not. No, I added the bonuses this time.
Oh, you added 4.
Yeah, it should have been +4. I lied to you when I said +2. But so that first one was a 14, not a 12. The second one is definitely a miss though, because
Yeah.
that's a 7.
I should have personally bought a
Barely.
Switch and made the goblins attack each other.
Ah.
We don't have a Switch though.
So the other 2 are gonna shoot at Tor.
Oh boy.
9. That's a miss.
Yay.
Oh, you're not gonna roll
15.
any? You're not gonna do any rerolls now, you coward?
I don't have it. I don't have any.
We
Oh.
have
Yeah.
4 though.
He
Joshua's
burnt
out.
He burnt all his rerolls on Holden.
Yeah,
Absolutely
thanks
did.
To Phoenix
Weird.
Thanks to Astro, Enseldon and Phoenix Astro. we
With
have
as much
4.
as Holden has tempted fate, I think that was rather appropriate.
Yeah.
They really did not want Holden to count to 2.
That's fair.
Jesus Christ.
He one-shotted that goblin, and to be fair, so did Tor. But
And Ella.
Holden taunted them and can speak their language.
That is
So-
true. There's a conspiracy. Get them in the comments. I want you guys to get them in the comments.
At Joe Rogan. But so because both of those miss, because I just watched my brother get the shit kicked out of him. I want to like step forward, dodge one, and then just like put up the axe, let it hit the other one. Oh, Tor is pissed now.
Yeah.
Tor is pissed. The homicidal half orc is here.
Okay.
Just hope the
Okay.
dice let
Yeah.
that happen.
As
got
if the
4
dice
rerolls.
let that happen. You know, Tor does not have levels in Barbarian. But I feel like even though he doesn't, he does a convincing enough rage impression.
It's rage light.
Rage light.
Rage
I feel
light.
like
He's-
I feel like
He's
if
missed.
Tor,
He's
Tor-
perturbed.
The Sierra Mist of anger.
I would like to mift.
if Tor ever gets enough experience to gain levels in an adventurer class, I feel like it would maybe be barbarian. Maybe.
I was thinking rogue.
I would like to tantrum.
Oh, he would 100% be a barbarian. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
He's fucking
Okay, so you step forward, you block and dodge those hits, and now it is Dor, Moira, and Holden's turns.
Alright.
Oh no, I gotta make death saves.
You do have to make a death save, Holden.
Are any of
Uh,
them close enough to me that I could go punch them?
That you could go punch them? Yes, the one that called his buddies in, that used his action to call his buddies in, is
I
the
would
one.
use a D4 for that, to add to that.
Nah, that's alright, I'm cool.
Alright,
I'll
I'm
take
going
this.
to
That's
Three
nice,
away
man.
from
That's a nice. That's so what? That's one failure.
Yeah, I
I
know.
mean, if you get, that's great. That's great. I love it. That's great. I'm cool with that. Moira,
yes.
there is one close enough that you can go punch him. It's the guy that has the bow that's been shooting at you since earlier. And you used thaumaturgy to distract him last turn. He still was able to, despite being distracted, he was still able to use his action to call his allies. He is close enough to you that you could run up and punch him if you wanted to.
Okay.
Punch him, kick him, headbutt him, whatever. Unarmed strike does not specify what part of your body you use.
Perfect. And to determine the attack, it's D20 plus proficiency plus modifier.
It's D20 plus proficiency plus, either strength or dexterity bonus, depending on which you use, I believe.
Okay. I want to punch and then also headbutt because I'm going to use my brawl class
Brawl,
ability.
which lets you attack as a bonus action after you whatever. Sure.
Yeah. All right. So first punch, I'm gonna kind of walk up to him. If he's still distracted, I just want to, for flavor, like tap him on the shoulder and then just sucker punch him right in the face.
Got it.
13. I'm gonna reroll that.
You sure?
Less sure now that you just asked that. Does that hit?
13 is a hit.
Okay. Then I will roll damage.
13 would not have hit the ones that are holding up a shield. But the ones with
6.
bows don't have a shield.
Ah! That's a mighty punch! What the
That's,
And
yeah.
then
Moira
Yeah.
weather.
headbutt.
Okay.
Definitely gonna reroll that one.
Or use
Sure.
D4. Oh wait, no.
Does a 12 hit?
A 12 would not hit. Do you want to use the D12? A D4, sorry?
Yeah, I will use the reroll and the D4 to make that hit.
Reroll?
The reroll that I already used, and then
Yeah, got it.
And then the D4.
D4. You don't even need to roll it because 13 hits, so...
damage. Why is it 5 plus
5
4?
damage.
That's weird. Why is it 5 plus 4?
Because the crit on the other.
Oh, that's why. So it's just 5.
That is
so
a
it's just 5.
super hook.
Yeah, so basically
That's
sucker punch to the
5,
face and then just
11.
headbutt with the
Yep.
horns.
Yeah. So, how do you want to do this? Headbutt with
yeah.
the horns. Tell us how the horns
me,
destroy this guy.
Let me get this off the counter before I forget. There we go. Yeah, so assuming the goblin is still distracted by the... Oh, hey, thanks for that follow, Nethany. I apologize if I said that
Nethany.
incorrectly. Welcome to the guild. So yeah, Moira will, assuming he's still distracted, just kind of tap him on the shoulder and be like, hey, bam, right in the face. And then as he's kind of reeling from that, she'll just kind of squat down a little bit and straight up into the chin with her horns.
Okie dokie. Cool. So you take him out with your horns. Very, very gruesome. Your horn.
D&D says a lot about people.
How sharp?
I mean,
how pointed are your horns? Are they blunt? Like, is this gonna slide in nicely into
sorry,
that
no,
goblin flesh, or is
no,
this
no,
gonna
no.
like go in really hard?
it's bludgeoning with the horns. The points of her horns are behind her head, so they probably wouldn't have hit the goblin, but where they come up, kind of around the forehead, would have impacted.
Awesome. So you kill that goblin. He is down. There are now only 2 left of the original goblins, plus the 4 that just joined the fray. You're down to 6, which is how many you started with. So it might not feel like progress, but it's progress.
Back at the first step.
Tor.
You. All right.
Holden is bleeding out at your feet. What do you do? There are goblins that are begging for your axe.
I can't do anything for Holden, right? Yeah.
I could,
I mean,
but I'm not there.
You
Shit.
you can't
You
do
ran
anything for
away.
Holden. You could do something for Holden. You could drop your axe, drop to your knees, and try to give him like CPR the old-fashioned way without magic.
I'm gonna swing at the goblins.
Yeah, that seems like a more effective use of your time.
Yeah.
That said, the closest goblin to you right now is more than 30 feet away.
Ah, fuck.
Oh, wait. No, that's a lie. There are 2 goblins that rushed up, that dropped your buddy Holden, and then backed away. So they're close. Yeah, both of those are close enough that you could just rock. There are 2 goblins that are only 10 feet away from you.
Okay, I'll let's do some damage to them. Hopefully.
Yep.
Was a 14.
14.
Sorry, I just had to type something gross into the chat room.
It's just so much ancient chaos.
That is some southern stuff right there. No thanks.
I love you guys. You guys are great. But that said, 14. That goblin raises his shield just in the nick of time and deflects your axe with his shield. Like, you are a powerful half-orc swinging a big axe at him. His little goblin arm is, like, completely shaken by the attack, but he does somehow deflect it. Despite all odds. Unless you want to use a reroll.
I'm not gonna use too many. I don't want to be that. Bad.
You guys have 3 in the can.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody gonna be mad if I use?
No.
No.
Is this another round? Do I need
Is
to make
anybody
another
mad
death save?
now?
I'll be mad if you don't use one.
Well, I did. Oh.
And you got a nat 1.
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's
And,
two.
and we also have a D6 in the pool.
Yeah. There's.
You're welcome.
Well, a nat 1 doesn't matter how many d6s you add. A nat 1 is an automatic failure.
I just knew hard.
Thank you, Gwen.
You want to use the second reroll?
Yeah. Nah.
Yes, please do.
You're
That
telling
was
me.
seriously
do
way
it,
too
do it.
generous of you.
Fine. 23.
Burn them
Yahtzee.
all.
Yahtzee.
Okay, there you go.
All right, we're down to 1 reroll
6.
and 1
Goblin
D6.
somehow deflected your attack, but then you just like, no, and you push on and you hit him anyway. 6 damage. Cool beans. The goblin is in a lot of pain.
I'm
but
just
he's
sort of
still
imagining.
standing. This goblin's like a hero. Like he put up his shield and he just he deflected an angry half-orc, and then the half-orc kept coming at him, and he's still standing. Like, this goblin. It's astonishing.
It's
In my head, I just
commendable.
kind of imagine blocking the axe, but then Tor's rage and strength just keeps pushing it down past the block.
I
That's
like
basically
that.
what
I like
happened.
that.
That's basically what happened. But this goblin somehow, despite taking an axe hit from an angry half-orc that is defending the honor of his brother, is still
Something like
standing. He's still standing. He's maybe pissing his pants, but he's still standing.
Nice.
So,
Ella,
yes. How far am I from Holden?
from Holden? About maybe 50 feet.
Yeah. So I'm going to move 30 feet
Because
towards
you've been
Holden.
running away, right? So.
Yeah. I'm going to move 30 feet towards Holden and shoot the one that Tor just wrecked. Almost.
Okay. Sure.
Tor mad. Tor smash.
Okay, I'm going to move all this stuff so that it actually rolls. But watch it roll horribly now. I did say watch it roll horribly now. That's that one. I'm gonna use reroll. Our last reroll. Because I'm not
Do
having
it.
that one.
We are out of rerolls.
I approve this message.
That is a 16 to hit.
A 16 will hit.
Yes, and I'm going to use this die for damage because this rolled a 6 last time. So I'm
Fix the sounds.
That's a 1. 1 damage.
1
hard.
point of damage.
Hitting hard.
Hitting hard. This goblin took a hard hit from our raging half-orc with an axe, and then took an arrow to the shoulder from our herbalist. And somehow, he's still standing. This guy's a freaking goblin hero, man.
Yeah,
If this
we're-
guy...
Can I add it? No, I could add a d6 to that.
We're just making
I-
a fun
I-
hero.
You're gonna ruin everything, aren't you?
That is 2 damage. Is he still standing? Probably is.
No, he's not. You took him out with your last d6, but you guys are out of bonus dice now and rerolls.
Yay.
God damn.
Yay. I'm glad I could help.
More for you all.
Hey, April coming in clutch.
What happened? What happened?
$9.
April, I love you.
Holy smokes!
I love you. Holy
April, you
Okay.
can't wait. You can't wait until after I TPK them to come in with the extra money.
No. No.
Okay.
April,
Okay.
thank you. Jesus.
So
3 more rerolls.
April,
Holy
so
moly!
Ella
MVP.
just lazily hits the goblin in the shoulder, and it falls over because Ella was not hitting very hard.
No, there are 5 goblins left, and it's their turn.
5 on 4.
5 on
5 on 3. I'm sorry.
That's okay. This is where Holden dies, you guys. It's
What's Tor up to?
It's the end of the 2-dick nation.
Now you...
The last goblin that is the last goblin from the original 6 that is still standing is going to pull back.
Don't tell me it goes pre-arc.
Is going to pull back while his 4 friends pelt Tor with arrows, all 4 of them. Or at least as many as I need to of the 4 of them.
Oh, that took a turn.
That was rude. That was rude. That was rude.
That's a nat 1. That's a 9.
Let's keep this going. Let's keep this going.
Oh, you couldn't do that for
Let's
fucking
keep
Holden.
going.
Come on, Peasants.
None of it. I'm sorry
What?
about that. I'm sorry about that.
What?
I just got a little too excited.
What?
I just got a little too excited.
God!
I'm really sorry about that.
You even see this? What?
Oh gosh.
4 arrows coming. Tor, what just happened? Tell us in game terms what just happened.
Tor doesn't even fucking know. Tor's in a blind rage. Next thing you know, the fuck happened? Like Tor has no fucking clue. What
He
just
just look at the corpse of Holden. It's just.
He's just standing there staring these goblins down, not even moving, and the arrows just fly by. That is beautiful. If that's not a welcome back, that's a welcome back. Yes, I danced the dance. Yeah, I
used
Tor
the
just went out and did a
D6, by the
boogaloo.
way.
The one goblin that hasn't done anything yet other than pull back a little bit, he retreated 10 feet. Sees all those 4 arrows miss. Starts to sweat. And let's see how smart this goblin is.
Unless we got another D6. I don't think we did get another D6. I used it.
Oh, did
Let's
you
see how
use that while I
smart
was
this goblin is.
away?
April came
Yeah.
in clutch.
Yes.
Okay.
He has
I'll
not
take
had
it
a
off the
lot.
board.
So he is going to pull back. Pull back.
Hey, bud.
Hey, Mr. Puddins, welcome to the party. Holden is bleeding out.
Yeah, I was gonna
Not
say.
looking good for your boy Holden.
I was gonna say, we got some news for you.
Oh,
But
God.
There is a conspiracy to take me out. Give the comments.
Take you out in what way? What way?
fun fact. I couldn't not. I love each of your characters. To be fair.
I'm just fucking around.
I love each of your characters, but Holden has cemented himself as holding a special place in everyone's hearts, and for that reason, I definitely made reference to Holden and his shop in that book that we've all been talking so much about.
I'm in the book.
Holden is in the book, so if you haven't had the chance yet to get your copy, while the stream is live, you can type !Peasants, which will have the Raven bot spit out a special link that will allow you to go and buy it for 30% off.
There you go.
And Holden is in the book on the blacksmith page. That said, this goblin is going to use the dodge action.
I'm much more of a forward man myself.
God damn it. Okay. I just put the whiteboard down too. God damn it.
Moira and Tor. Actually, let's start with Holden's death save, please.
All right, of course. Let's
Get the
fucking
fun out
do
of the way.
this. Woo boy.
Come on, that 20.
Are y'all ready for this? Here we go. Yeet!
Oh! It's a success.
I feel the strength coming back.
Oh boy! Look at that. So you got 1 success and 1 failure. You're on the line. You got let's see, 1, 2. You have at most 3 more death rolls to make before we find out for sure.
You know, I do it for the drama, really.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's great drama. I love it. I couldn't love it anymore. But Moira and Tor, what are you guys gonna do? What are you guys gonna do?
Am I close enough to hit one of the goblins?
You are not close enough to hit any of the goblins unless you dash, in which case you no longer have your action. But you could dash to get right in one of their faces, and then you'll be close enough next turn. Or something else.
Am I close enough to Holden to try and help stabilize him?
No, even there, because you ran off to tango with that one guy with the bow. So you're about You're about 50 feet away from Holden's corpse. Sorry, his body. He's not a corpse. He's not a corpse yet.
I'll use my turn to get over to Holden so I can try and stabilize next turn.
Cool beans. So you're dashing over to Holden, so you're right at him.
My
Yeah.
God, Phoenix of the Astra won't let me die.
I'm already doing that, Moira.
Oh,
Well-
you are?
Yes.
Well, too late. Tor, what are you doing?
Probably. I just want to double check this. Are the goblins running away, or are they just
The
moving
one-
back?
The one goblin that was engaged in melee with you has pulled back. Yes, he pulled a full 30 feet back and used the dodge action to put his shield up real good. The other 4 are not pulling away, but they are further back. They're about 60 feet away from the party, but that's still within range to use their bows. So you got one goblin that's 30 feet away, and the others are 60 feet away. The ones that are 60 feet are pelting you with arrows. The one that's 30 feet has his shield up and is using the dodge action.
Can I hold my action?
You can, if you would like, you can ready an action if you would like.
Suddenly at
What?
peace.
I'm sorry, noob. What does readying an action do?
So it uses, on your turn, use your action to ready an action, in which case you specifically state a condition that will be the trigger and an action to follow through with if that trigger is met. And then, once you've done that, at any point during the round, you can use your reaction in response to that trigger to follow through with the action as you stated. So, for example, you could say, I am readying my action to attack as soon as a goblin is within range. And then when a goblin enters range, you can use your reaction to follow through with that action.
Oh, actually, you can
Holding your action is not actually available in 5th edition. It was something that was in older editions. They got rid of it because they found that having access to a delay action really just slowed the game down by adding a level of minutia that they didn't really want in 5th edition. But if you want to act outside your turn, readying an action is the 5th edition way to do it.
Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna do what you said. Your example. So if
So
one of
you-
them comes close into range,
Just so you know, you can move your full speed and then still ready your attack action. If you'd like.
yeah. Yeah. I'll walk up like 25 feet to the one with the shield up,
Okay.
because I'm still technically out of range then. 'Cause
Yep.
You said it was 30 feet. Yeah. I'll do that
Correct.
and then ready the chop.
Ready a chop if he gets within range. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And Ella
My apologies, I don't understand.
gets up and walks
God
away,
damn it,
and
Alexa.
Google
I
Google
wish-
thinks,
I guess I won't go away right now. I was
Google
just
thinks she's Ella.
I was just about to walk away, but so I'm going to go up to Holden's body and roll medicine
Okay.
to try and revive Holden.
Make a medicine check.
Yes, please come on. I'm re-rolling that because that was a
Well,
3.
You have plenty of rerolls to use, so by all means, burn them.
That's a
Burn 'em
nat
if you got 'em.
20 plus
And
5.
that- I just saw what freaking Noir is doing.
Right?
Yeah. So Noir.
God damn it.
Noir.
Look
That was a nat
Look at
20
that!
plus
Look
5
at that
on my
method
in-
actor. He is committing. And that 20 will stabilize him. So that actually,
Oh, wait, I'm still knocked out. My bad.
yeah, that does not get him back up, but he is no longer bleeding out. He no longer has to make death saving throws. He is stabilized, and after a short rest, he will return to 1 hit point. Basically, that's what that means.
Yay.
Cool. And now it's the goblin's turn. Well, Tor, Buggy just got up, but that's okay. Buggy not being here doesn't stop me from rolling to hit him. Maybe I'll have better luck without him
Not
sitting in
Buggy!
his chair. Well, look at that. There you go. The answer is I just needed to roll to hit him when Buggy wasn't here. That's a crit.
Reroll. I can
No,
call
they-
reroll on you.
I
No,
don't think you can use rerolls to give someone else disadvantage.
No,
Pretty sure that's not the way it works.
That's not what they're for. Sorry. Good try though.
Aw.
They are there to give you
Oh,
rerolls, not to impose negative rerolls on someone else. Critical hit. Let's do some fun damage, because we've learned that it does better when he's not here to witness it. So I'm gonna take him out. When he's not even there. 9 damage to Tor.
Ouch. Hey! Look at that
9
timing.
damage to Tor.
9 damage to Tor. Yeah.
Oh, Tor doesn't have his...
What is
Great time.
Buggy, you're back. Welcome back. 9
Yeah.
damage. I crit you.
9. I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, I'm terrible at math.
You're
God
good.
knew I'd be
Are you
powerful.
Are you still standing?
Oh yeah.
Oh crap. All right. Let's roll again then.
Oh god damn it.
20.
Oh, ouch.
Not natural.
Just hits. Just hits.
What do you mean just hits?
4 damage.
I.
Yikes.
That's a miss.
Thank
Are you
God.
still up?
I'm still up.
Holy cow.
That's another miss.
Yes.
Because I came back.
It is. We learned that rolling against you when you're not here is better. But I didn't want to continue with those other hits until I had known if the first one downed you or not. So
Oh, I was gonna say that'd be hilarious. I just come back. Yeah, you're taking 55 damage.
you're dead.
Double over.
The one goblin that's only 5 feet away from you, he is going to use let's see. He is going to he's going to dash off the road into some bushes, scurry into some bushes, and he's going to hide as a bonus action.
Shit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Six.
these goblins did not have a chance, apparently. I thought we were dead, but no.
He
No.
scrambles into the bushes to hide. He doesn't hide particularly well. You all still see him. He is not gaining the benefits of hiding. Peasants are not so fun to fight after all. You know what? They are level 3 peasants. You know, despite everything else, despite not having a lot of combat-oriented class features, they still have 3 levels worth of hit dice, so that counts for something.
I feel like we're approaching, maybe kind of getting close to level 1 adventurer.
Maybe.
I think we're like
that's a
90% to level 1 adventurers.
So we got a goblin that's trying to hide, but is doing so unsuccessfully. And Moira and Tor, you guys are up.
So Holden is stabilized, right?
According to Ella, Holden is stabilized. Yes.
Okay. Ella's
I got
the
that 20.
She stopped
Oh,
the
yeah.
bleeding.
Ella's the herbalist. I'll trust her judgment on that.
Listen.
Anybody within range for me?
No. Let's see. The closest goblin to you is 60 plus 20, like 80 feet away.
Oh dang.
Hmm.
In that case, I'd like to move out of range of the archers, if at all possible.
Sure, out of the short range.
Yeah.
They could still attack you at long range. They just would have disadvantage in doing so.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just backing up.
Yeah, I think that's about all I can really do, and then probably say something like, "Hold in there, hold on, hang in there."
Okay.
I think he's asleep.
Are you using the dash action to back up a full 60 feet, or are you only backing up 30 feet?
Would 30 feet get me out of the short range of all the archers unless they move forward?
Yes. 30.
Then
If you
I'll-
move 30 feet, you are out of the short range unless they move forward.
I'll do that, because then it's either harder to hit me, or I can make them come out of their position.
Yeah. Where you force them
which-
to get closer to Angry Tor if they want
Yeah.
to hit you.
Exactly.
Without disadvantage anyway. They can still try with disadvantage. Tor,
Ew.
it's your turn.
So in how many total? Like how many? English. Jesus fuck. That
There
one
are
guy-
5 goblins left. One
Yeah.
of them is trying poorly to hide in some
Yeah.
bushes. The others are not hiding, but they are further away. Actually, no, they're about the same distance now.
Okay,
So
that's
all the goblins are about 60 feet away from you. One of them's off the road in the bushes, and the others are kind of all just standing on the road, but they're shooting at you with bows.
And they're all the same distance away, right?
They're all about 60 feet. The four with bows are 60 feet straight ahead. The one that's off in the bushes is 60 feet off, kind of to the side.
All right. Hey, Moira,
What?
let's get Holden and get the hell out of here.
That sounds like a good idea to me.
Yeah. So because apparently, oh yeah, I do have a shield. I'm just gonna like hold up the shield and start walking back, like quick stepping backwards.
Okay,
To, like get back to them.
sure. So you retreat all the way to Holden's body,
Yeah.
and do you want to? Let's see. You got a shield in one hand, so you probably can't pick up Holden with the shield. If you put the
How-
shield away, you could definitely pick up Holden.
How big is Holden?
He's big
Boy.
enough. He's a dwarf. They're stout.
Could Holden be dragged?
Holden could be dragged, sure. But you only have one. You've got a weapon in one hand and a shield in the other. You're gonna have to do
Yeah.
You're gonna have to put some stuff away if you want to drag or pick up Holden.
Moira,
You can put the weapon away as part of your free interaction with an object. That doesn't cost you anything really. But putting the shield away will take an action.
Hey, Moira, do you think you can pick him up? Do you think you can hold Holden?
Moira has moved 30 feet back, so she would have to
Shit.
come back.
I mean, if you can get him to me, sure, I can help.
I'll put the great axe away. Pick up like. Holden with
Suddenly
the
at peace says in caps, "You are not gonna one-arm drag this injured man."
Okay, well, I'm going to drag Holden. I'm gonna. You win some, you lose some. Hey, he tried to get the goblins to attack us originally. This is karma.
You're not wrong.
This is payback. This is also payback for yelling at me last week and I wasn't here. So, yeah, I'm gonna.
I don't like where your mind's
going.
going, Chaos.
Okay, just so I'm clear here, Buggy. All right, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try to drag Holden over to Moira.
Okay, so you put away your axe. That's your free object interaction, and then with one hand you're trying to drag Holden's body along the ground, and then you're using your action.
Better.
You're using your action. Okay, so you're gonna start dragging Holden. You can't quite get all the way to Mora this turn though,
Can I throw him?
because
Because if you're dragging someone, it's half your movement.
Can I,
if you're
like,
dragging someone, it's half your movement. Also, the act of dragging him. I'm trying to decide if that would be your action or not, but yeah, it's definitely something. It's definitely time consuming to reach down and grab him and start dragging him. of whether or not it does any damage to him. That's a good question.
He's already dead.
He's not dead.
I'm not
He's stabilized.
Stabilized.
So what I'm
He's
hearing is I
stabilized.
just kicked a man while he's down.
Well, let's see.
Why
You're dragging him
stabilized?
along the road. He is wearing armor, so that's probably protecting him from most of the debris that would drag along.
Oh boy.
So that's the end of the round. Ella, what are you doing? Tor is dragging Holden. Moira has already pulled back. Is this a tactical retreat? Are you also going to pull back, or what are you going to do?
I'm going to action and I'm going to action dash.
Action dash. So you're pulling back 60 feet to be even further back than Moira?
Can I get to Moira without dashing?
Without dashing? Yes, you can get to Moira.
I'm going to get. Actually, I'm going to shoot one of them with not disadvantage yet.
Shoot one of them while you're in range, and then back up.
And
Cool.
and then back to Moira. Okay, so have any of them been damaged?
These ones? No.
Oh. Well, there's a chance I can do some damage. There's a chance. That's 19 total.
That's a hit. You're rolling against one of the guys with the bows, I assume.
Yeah. And
Smart.
I have 2d6 in my hand. I should not have 2d6 in my hand. That's a 3 damage. And then run away.
Okay. So you retreat back to about where Moira is. So just so we understand the lay of the land, Moira and Ella have pulled back. They're on the road. They're about 100 feet away from these goblins. Tor is dragging the unconscious but stable Holden. They're about 80 feet away from these goblins.
Would you say it like that?
And it is currently the goblin's turn, but this is as good a place as any to take our mid-episode break. So we're gonna take a 5-minute break.
Wait, what? What?
We're gonna take a
That's a thing?
Yeah, we're
That's
doing
a
that
thing.
now.
We
Wait,
started
you
doing
did
it.
not tell ya.
We started doing it last week. Buggy wasn't here.
Raven,
Yes,
you
we
need to
do
like
mid-episode.
revamp my contract. I'm unionizing.
Technically, Buggy, when I was playing you last week, I signed in your stead on the revamped contract.
It was just a very shaky
Oh, so
X.
that's where my kidney went. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't just playing Tor in your absence. I was playing Buggy playing Tor in your absence.
I'm sorry you had to do that then.
Yeah. So we are going to take a 5-minute break. This is as good a time as any. If you haven't gone over to get your discounted copy of the Peasants Strike, sorry, not the Peasants Strike Back, that's the name of the show, of Joe Blow's Guide to Being an NPC. If you haven't gone to get your discounted copy yet because you don't want to click away from the screen of our awesome faces, well, now you'll have a 5-minute break with which to do so. Like I said, if you go to the DMs Guild first and then search for it, it will show up at full price. You have to use the link that we've been sharing in the Twitch chat. That is the only way to get it discounted. So please do. It's only $3.50. It gives you 8 low-level classes, including the 5 that these characters are using, and 3 others, plus a whole bunch of fun fluff. I believe Buggy has already browsed it and can attest that
you weren't here, but I was hyping it up for you.
fantastic.
I was hyping you up. Yeah, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, and I appreciate it. I see a little bit. Just so you know, I get $1.50 about for each copy that's sold. So I do appreciate it.
Suddenly, a piece, you might be right.
So suddenly a piece said, "Buy the book. Your friends will drag you across the dirty ground while you're mortally wounded."
Yeah.
Some days it rains, some days it pours, some days that happens.
Some days it tours.
Yeah, some days.
That suddenly at peace coming in with those snarky ass comments.
This one's for you, Raven. This one's for you.
Oh, that was worth at least a 3. All right, we're gonna go do our intermission. I'm actually setting a 5-minute timer this time, so I will remember exactly how long we've been going.
I come back last time. It's like, has it been 5 minutes? Probably.
I think
fuck
so.
it.
What's the stream timer say?
We're currently at 1 hour 46 minutes.
Oh no, I was
Awesome.
just saying using that for the 5 minute. Okay.
All right,
Oh,
we'll see
yeah.
you guys in 5 minutes.
Be right back.
Bye. Or later. You know what I mean.
And we're back.
Welcome back. Hey, everyone.
Hey.
Oh, boy.
Oh, I mean, what I meant to say was.
Fucking method.
Oh, boy. Welcome back to the show, everyone. We took a little short break. We're all refreshed and ready to start killing our players again.
Wait, hold up.
If you're just tuning in, you can now buy Joe Blow's Guide to Being an NPC, which features the classes these lovely players are using in this special show. There is 30% discount during the stream only for people watching the stream. That link is in the Twitch chat to get the special discount. I am super flattered because a couple of people, while we were a couple of people during the break asked, they said, okay, we bought your book, but do you have like a Ko-Fi or a, what's the other thing? Patreon, where we can, support you even more at? And I had to say,
totally have a Patreon.
I really should. I am in the process of building a Patreon and possibly also a Ko-Fi / coffee. I don't know how to pronounce that thing.
Coffee.
Coffee.
Kofi.
Kofi. Whatever. The point is, I don't currently have either of those, but I am planning on making one. But in the meantime, if you're really dedicated to tipping me in some way, shape, form, or fashion, Joe Blow's Guide to Being an NPC is not my only book on the guild. I also have another book, which is very niche and possibly not useful to you. But if you really want to, it's really not. If you really want to, help me out. If you really want to help me out and get something in return for helping me out, you can also buy my other book, which I will drop a link to. It's not on sale. It is $10.
Yeah, that's the word.
Wrong Turn Dragon Ice. It's primarily aimed at people, DMs who are running the Dragon Heist module, but it can be helpful for anyone that's running any game set in Waterdeep. So definitely check that out. If you were just looking to tip me anyway, that's a way you could do it and get something in return.
God damn it, Raven.
That one gets a 2. That one gets a 2.
I can feel it holding in the air tonight. Oh, Tor.
That's a 2.
That gets 6.
Suddenly, Peace said it. They could feel it. They end up holding, so it was there. I had to take it.
Oh, Lord.
So that's my little thing. If you're one of the 2 people that said they wanted to tip me, you can't currently tip me, but you can always go buy my other book, which I will see some cash for. So that's appreciated. We'll get back to the game now. These guys were doing a tactical retreat.
Yes.
A tactical retreat.
Venmo. Drop your Venmo.
Drop your Venmo.
Injured Holden is being dragged on the ground. I'm going to be nice and say he doesn't take any damage for being dragged on the ground this time.
This time. Note taken.
It is, however, the Goblin's turn. And Tor is the only one that is still standing that is in the only one still standing that is in range of those goblins. Let's try this again. Bam! That'll hit.
Sorry, I was reading what was funny. Yeah, that just hits.
3 damage.
Ouch.
Are you still up?
That'll also hit.
Yeah.
Oh, yikes.
7 damage.
Okay, ow.
Still standing, eh? Oh boy, you got a lot of hit points for a peasant.
31. Not anymore, but yeah.
That's a miss. 15.
That's a miss.
That misses.
Did you put away your shield or no?
Shield I have out.
Okay, then that misses. There is one other goblin who was trying to hide and is failing.
Motherfucker.
He was trying to hide, but now he sees that you're retreating.
Let's go, sneaky bastard.
He sees that you're retreating. He is going to he's going to put away his own shield and his scimitar, and he is going to pull out his own bow, his short bow. That is, however, going to take his turn. So he's not able to attack with it this
I love
turn.
you so much, chat.
Tolden out for a hero.
Keep
Tolden
Tolden on.
on.
Keep Tolden on. Oh, who put that? So
That's a 5 and a 7,
that
respectively.
is
Keep
good.
Tolden on is this one. This will last so long.
Alright, that is a
got
good
a
one.
7.
That is an 8.
I never thought I would do anything in my life that would get a shipping name.
Dude, Tolden out for a hero. I like that. That one's funny too.
So that's brilliant. That's brilliant. So that's the goblin's turn. It is now Ella's. No, sorry, not Ella's. Moira and Tor's turn.
Oh. I would like to, grab Holden and try and carry him.
So Tor is currently dragging Holden, but Holden. Tor is currently dragging Holden. He hasn't quite made it up to you yet. Do you want to backtrack to grab him and drag him further?
Yeah, I'll go back a bit and
Only
pick him up.
15 feet.
Sure.
Now, question: does Holden have all that gold on him?
The 250 gold?
Yeah.
Holden.
Ella.
Ella definitely went by her shop to drop off her share. I believe a couple of people mentioned something about not keeping it with them, but Holden definitely still has it all on.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. I went to the shop first.
Did you?
Okay.
Did you really? Because it's recorded. We can go back and check.
We can.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go back to the camera.
Don't take.
No. Noir, if you say you went back to the shop, I will take your word for it. You left those
That's
coins
fine.
at the shop?
I'll say he wouldn't have left all of the coins at the shop, but he did bring both. He did take some there. I would say he easily has 50 gold on him though.
Not anymore.
Of course.
Okay.
Not
Now, this is an important question. Is it gold or platinum?
It was all platinum, wasn't it? So it would be like 5 pieces of platinum.
I think the whole thing was a mix. So if it's platinum,
It was a mix. It was 250 gold worth, but some of it was platinum and some of it
You
was
see how
gold.
they treat me, chat? Get them in the comments.
Fucking God.
Get them in the comments.
there's a reason for these questions.
I'm just messing with you. I
if
just
you
like
had-
yelling. I
you
just like
had-
yelling. Get them in the comments.
So,
If you had
So
a crap ton
Holden
of gold
has
on you,
5
it would have been like,
plat-
this is heavy.
Oh my God.
Holden has 5 platinum on him, and the rest he left at his shop.
Okay, then I'm not going to worry about it. The idea was if he has a lot of gold, then that's going to be very heavy, so Moira could put it in her bag of holding. And then
Oh,
would be
so it
easier
has
to
nothing
carry.
to do with taking his money. It was just trying to make him easier to carry. I understand.
Yeah, taking the money was just, a fringe benefit of it. Secondary objective. So I want to try to carry Holden.
Yeah, you like fireman carrying him, putting him up over your shoulder? Like, how are you doing this here? How strong is Moira?
She's got a 12 in strength.
That's
so-
not bad. That's not bad.
Not bad.
12 in strength. That means, let's see, how much does Holden weigh with all of his gear?
Like a good 280 probably.
Just fuck, you take your shop with you?
He's a stout boy. You're not gonna shave him for his curves. Hashtag beautiful in all sizes.
So that's probably more than Moira can handle.
One quick
when you-
second. I just need to double check something because I have an idea.
Just killed
It can hold up to 500 pounds.
Damn it,
Perfect.
chaos.
So what I would like to do is put Holden in the bag of Holden, with just his head
okay.
sticking out so he can breathe.
So,
That was funny. That was funny.
so I've seen a lot of people do this in the past. Personally, I don't allow it because of the way the way the bag of holding is described to work is an item is either in the bag of holding or it's out. It can't be part way both. At the
Oh, okay.
same
If you
time.
put
Hold
Holden
it.
in the Holden,
Oh, let's go.
Hold
Schrodinger's
in your
Holden.
breath.
if you put Holden in the Holden,
I have seen other DMs rule otherwise, but myself, I don't think that's a fair use of the item.
Okay. Well, given that we're not going to be, he's not going to be in there very long. I think, Moira will just shove him all the way in there. And run.
Sure thing.
Because you've got like a good minute before I'd have to pull you out.
Yeah, that's probably fair.
And a minute is what, like
10 rounds.
10 rounds? Yeah.
Okay.
We
The
got
chat
plenty
is
of time.
fucking killing me right now.
They turned on you. They turned.
Big is beautiful. They're called love handles for a reason. Holden is a thick king. He waits just enough to satisfy Tor. The chat stands the DM. We will be getting no one. Okay, let's do it.
I love it.
just enough to satisfy Tor, right?
I love this chat. So
Tor,
fucking.
like,
It is
something
a-
to grab off
It is
you.
a pretty fantastic chat. You guys are great. You guys are wonderful. This is the penultimate, as in second last episode of Peasants Strike Back. In case you haven't heard, this was originally planned to just be a single season self-contained show that concluded and finished and was all said and done.
In the next
But-
episode.
In the next episode, yes. But that said, I have previously advertised, and I will uphold my end of the bargain, that I will run a second season. I will renew Peasants Strike Back if everyone who's watching gets on over to Raven, who is running this channel, and bombards her with "We want Peasants Strike Back Season 2." If she hashtag Peasants 2.
Hashtag
If,
peasants too.
If the audience demands it, I will make it happen.
Yo quiero dos peasants.
So,
Banana, what the
just
fuck?
just putting that out there. That's a thing. And where were we? Yes. So Moira runs up, can't quite pick up Holden, unless you're putting him in the bag. That's right. You put him in the bag. That's going to take your action to put him in the bag, and you move 15 feet to get up to him. So you can go back 15 feet to end your turn, basically where you started, but with Holden in your bag.
Perfect. Yeah, Moira's gonna run up and be like, "Oh, fuck that shit. He's too heavy." Run. That's pretty much what
when you
Moira's doing.
FYI, when you bombard Raven to say you're demanding Peasants Strike Back Season 2, let her know also what day of the week, if you want to keep it on Mondays, if that's a requirement, or if you want, because I just saw Phoenix Astra saying it's the only one she can watch. I'm assuming Phoenix Astra is a she, but I could be wrong. Yes, so when you bombard Raven with all of your requests for Peasants 2, let Raven know if you want it on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, or Friday. Now, Raven might not be able to accommodate your request. You might say, keep it on Monday, and Raven might not be able to do that. But do let her know so that she at least has all the information.
Yeah, and definitely do that on Twitter. So I'll
Yes,
actually have a record
Twitter.
of it. Because if you do
Twitter.
it in chat now, as much as I try to remember everything, I will not remember what you told me.
Twitch will not keep a record. Hit Raven up on Twitter. Make sure she gets like a whole bunch of tweets. Just like spam her with Peasants 2's tweets, and get
Yeah,
all of your
I've-
friends that follow you to do the same.
Hashtag
I've got a couple of
Peasants
spots
too.
that we can put it without having to completely rearrange season 3's schedule. But yeah, what you all want to see will greatly determine the schedule too. So it'll be both factors that go into when the time slot will be.
So again, go to Raven's Twitter. Not right now, after the stream. Go to Raven's Twitter, say hashtag Peasants2 and the day of the week that you want to see it on, and Raven will do her best to accommodate you. And if she gets a significant number of tweets, I will do my best to make sure that this doesn't end in an epic conclusion next episode.
Yeah. So you guys,
It'll be tame.
You-
It'll be
Can
tame.
You've
hold
got a-
it, hurry up,
you've got a
guys,
week
so I
to
can
get those to me.
no blow.
All righty then. Tor, your hands have just been freed. What do you do? What are you doing with them? You still have a shield in one hand, but your other hand is empty. You could pull your axe back out if you'd like. That won't take your action if you want to do that.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Pull
So
it
you
out.
got your axe back out. Are you still tactically retreating, or now that Holden is safe, are you going to rush back at those goblins?
Oh, I'm gonna stick with the group.
Okay.
Or might
are
be an
you-
idiot, but he ain't that stupid.
Okay. Do you want to use your action to dash to get further distance, or do you want to use your action to dodge to make it harder for you to be hit, but stay like in front of the group? Like what kind of thing are you doing here?
I'll go with.
You're currently the furthest one, the closest one to the goblins. But Moira is like 15 feet behind you. So if you pulled back a full 30 feet, you'd be behind Moira. I don't know if that's what you want to do or not. I'm just letting you know the lay of the land.
Shit. Yeah, I'm just gonna move to wherever I gotta be to catch up with the other three.
Okay. So you back up 15 feet. You're with basically Moira and Ella. If you'd like, you can use the dodge action, which means that attacks against you have disadvantage. So your next turn. If I'm not
I'll do
mistaken,
that,
that's
too.
how dodge works.
Up with dodge.
Cool. Yes, until the start of your next turn, any attack roll made against you has disadvantage because you are focusing on dodging. As opposed to being offensive, you're focusing on disadvantage. Defensive.
Sorry, I'm a little like thrown off by what was just said in the chat.
I didn't. What?
You don't want to know, bro.
You don't want to know.
Let's
That
see.
is
Y'all have.
Sticky enough to
That
steal
is some-
names.
Oof.
Oh boy.
Oof. That is.
Sticky
That
enough.
is.
I am
Yo,
never
what?
looking up the Toldin hashtag ever. I'm just not. I'm so glad I didn't give a good physical description of what Toldin. Oh my God! No! Oh my God! Toldin! Oh God!
Tolden two dicks. Tolden two dicks. It's funny.
He walked
It's
into that
funny because
one.
they both. It's funny because we've established their last names are both Tudyk, and they both have two dicks between the two of them. And
I thought you were gonna say it was like a Hydra.
as
And it's
the
TT.
snail would say, it's a pun. Get it?
it's a pun. Get it? Laugh, dummy. There's a reference to him in the book as well.
Well,
Oh, that's
very,
fantastic.
Oh, I didn't get to him. I
He is
didn't see
not.
that.
He is not referenced by name, but if you're paying attention, you will get that there is a reference to him.
I love
That's
it.
awesome.
All right, where were we? Let's see. Tor pulled back and used the dodge action. Ella, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna get the hell out of Dodge.
Just dashing back a full 60 feet.
Yeah. I've
Okay.
got to go get reinforcements.
Of course, of course. Good stuff. Good stuff. So we're writing Tolden Not Safe for Work fanfic tonight, right? See y'all on the AO3. Okay, so Suddenly at Peace is arranging a group get together of the fans of this show where they're all going to get together and communally write this NSFW.
I'm not gonna lie,
friends.
I've never felt so uncomfortable in my life, and I'm
I
glad to
really
that experience.
feel like I can't look at Buggy's screen right now.
Like I'm so glad I get to like share in the experience of how fucking. Oh boy.
What have you all done?
Oh,
Oh, welcome to
boy.
the internet. If it exists.
If it exists, there's porn. Oh boy, so let's see. Ella went, she dashed backwards, and now it's the goblins' turn. Who were, I'll be honest, the goblins were starting to shake in their boots. They'd lost significant numbers in a very short amount of time. But now you guys are getting away. And they don't like that. So each of them, there are 5 left. Each of them are going to advance 30 feet, get 30 feet closer to you, which means that everyone but Ella is still within their short range of their bows, not that they've moved 30 feet closer to you. They're going to attack, I'm going to say, Tor. 5 of them. Now the 5th one officially has his bow out.
Great. Oh, this is gonna hurt.
That's a 19.
Yeah, this is gonna hurt.
First hit does 5 damage.
Alright.
17.
My AC is 17. I don't know how you do that.
How I do that is how everyone should do that. AC is the number that I need to roll to hit you.
Okay.
So, if you think about it in those terms, then you know that the attacker wins ties.
Yeah. It's just because like some games I've played, it's like half damage. I don't know. D&D's wacky.
Well, you know what? The fun thing about D&D is that DMs can basically do whatever the heck they want. It is a very encouraging system to let you muck around with the rules as much as you like. In my case, however, that number means you got hit and you take 6 more damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to use my parry.
Okay, you are parrying this arrow, cutting it in half with your sword, your axe.
Yep.
Sorry.
That is
that is your reaction.
5.
And I believe it reduces it to down by 5, so down to 1. You still take 1 damage. That was 2 hits. That's a miss on the 3rd.
Oh, thank God.
A miss on the 4th. And the 5th and final attack.
Shit, he said there was a 5th.
Yeah. For the record, this 5th and final attack, the one that hits, is the one that was engaging you in melee, but then you killed his friend and he backed off. And now he hit you. And maybe dropped you. Let's find out. 8 damage, max.
I'm down. Oh, wait, no, I'm not. Relentless endurance. I'm back up to 1.
Oh, boy. That last hit should have dropped you, but you are a half-orc. You are relentless.
I'm not giving up.
You have 1 hit point left. You can only do that once per, I believe, what, short rest or long rest? Something like that?
One of the two.
One of the two.
Oh, long rest.
Long rest. The point is you can't do it a second time, but they're out of attacks. So you have 1 hit point, thanks to your being a
half-orc.
Half-orc. You have 1 hit point left, and it is now Moira and Tor's turn. Holden has spent half the episode down. What is his unconscious, almost dead, feverish dreams happening? Like what are you seeing in your knocked out stupor? Just to give us a brief insight into Holden's brain. Abandon
all hope.
No, he's I'd imagine that he's having a fever dream of working with the faux hammers. You know,
Juntry is still alive.
Yeah, just in constantly embarrassing Stormbreaker, Stormwind. Just being the head dwarf on the mountain.
Oh boy. I just wanted to go to you for a second because you've spent so much time unconscious and you've been such a good trooper, despite the fact that you've been sitting here doing nothing. You've been such a good trooper. It's great. But
oh no, trust me, the chat is keeping me entertained between.
Of course.
Yeah.
I've never seen a fan fiction live right before. That's so weird.
I see now that Michael Wayne says save the fanfic for off stream does make for a good raid cry. I don't even think that counts, to be fair. I think you need to I think the raid cry is supposed to be a quote of something said on the stream, not something said in the chat. But
they're talking about making gifts, man. We've come too far.
I guess the chat is taking over. Everyone start tweeting now. Come to Raven's Twitch for the awesome chat, and there's also, I guess, there's also a stream going on, which is icing on the cake. But the real bread and butter is what's going on in the chat here. Let's be honest. Chat
Now-
has taken over the stream. Chat is the real appeal. We're just,
I am extremely biased, but I have to say that the Black Feather Guild community is definitely one of the best out here.
I love it. I just love this whole like D&D community
Y'all
thing.
great.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So, Tor,
Yo.
this might be your last turn still standing. So what are you
Probably.
doing?
I'm gonna keep running with the others.
Moira, you just picking up? Oh, you got him in your bag. So Moira, you're just backing off. Are you dashing to put more distance?
Yeah, I've got time before brain damage. So yeah, I'm gonna dash to get further away.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna try to stay behind.
You're gonna try to stay behind.
Like, just try to stay behind Moira, so this way, eat the attacks.
Got it. Are you also dashing though to increase distance? Or are you...
Raven, did you dash or did you just move?
I dashed.
Okay, I'm gonna dash too then.
Cool beans. So, and Ella, what are you doing?
How far away am I? Also, did Holden go down?
Oh, let's see. You would be 60 feet away from where Moira. You, Moira, and Tor are all about 100 feet away from the nearest goblin.
So I only have to move 30 more feet away, 40 more feet away to be out of range, 30 more feet to be at the end of the range.
2 rerolls.
Their long range is 320 feet.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
Thank you.
Short, yeah.
Fuck.
Oh boy, Phoenix Astra.
Two more rerolls for the cast.
Good grief.
Now,
He has to die.
I have a question.
Oh, I thought it said hand. I was about to say Holden suicide pact.
I'm
not letting them take me out.
So I'm going to fire at disadvantage at one of the things firing at us, and then run away.
Okay. All right, make your attack roll with disadvantage.
Actually, I'll trust roll 20 to do it for me. This will be very entertaining.
This does mean you can't dash, but yeah.
Yeah. 16. Wow.
Yep.
A hit. Roll damage.
Max damage.
Hoorah.
Ooh. Let's see. One of them was injured. The others were all uninjured.
Yes.
But I guess
yes,
you
the one
really,
that's injured.
you'd probably have no way of knowing which one was injured or not. Pick a number between 1 and 5.
I'm going to roll for this.
Sure.
It's a D6, so if it's a 6 or a 1, it's 1. That's a 6, so 1.
All right. So you
All
do
of it.
5 damage to one of the Gaberlians.
6.
Sorry, 6 damage to one of the Gaberlians, and he's still standing. Whether or not that was the injured one already, I'm not going to tell you, but either way, he's still standing.
Okay.
You
and
got to put the
then-
plural. Peasants plural. There's more than one of them.
And then I'm going to move 20 feet away, 20 feet, not 30, but 20,
Okay.
and wait for the rest of the party to catch up.
No, at this point, you are closer to the goblins than they are.
Nice.
No, wait, no, sorry. You are moving 20 feet back. You already were. They had caught up to you, and then you moved 20 feet back. That's right. So you're further back. Correct. Yes, chat can do commands too suddenly at peace. And in fact, there's a special command called !Peasants, which spits out the discount link for for Joe Blow's Guide to Being an NPC. Special
I
discount.
believe
rate.
this. I believe this would be very appropriate if I were.
Yes.
What?
It's Happy from Fairy Tale going, wow.
I see.
You could only hear it if you're listening to the stream.
Which I'm not. I'm listening
Yeah.
to you guys.
Yeah.
That would be, if I was listening to both, that would be really, really difficult to parse.
I would go insane if I tried to do that.
It's like a speech jammer.
So, okay, so you pulled back, you attacked. It's now the goblins' turns. Tor, Buggy. It just occurs to me.
Oh boy.
This turn you dashed. You didn't dodge this turn, you dashed. But last turn you dodged, and I completely forgot when I attacked you. So I'm going to give you the benefit of the dodge action this turn as well, to make up for that.
All right.
Because they're all going to attack you, but they all have disadvantage because I'm giving you the benefit of the dodge action because I robbed you of it last turn, and this is my way to make amends. This turn is probably the more important one to have the action anyway. So, with disadvantage, that should be a 7, or
I'm fine with the 3.
or well, we're gonna take the 3, so that's a miss. I guess if the first one's a miss, I don't really need to roll the second one. 16 or 16 would miss, right?
A 16, yeah.
16 or 6. 6 is the one we're gonna go with. Third attack. 11.
That misses.
That misses. I'm not gonna roll the second roll because no need to. Third attack misses. Fourth attack, the 18 or 11, so that misses. Fifth and final attack also misses.
You are forgiven.
So, there you go. I forgot about the disadvantage last time. I applied it this time, and they all missed. They moved 30 feet up, thus negating the distance disadvantage. But they still had disadvantage because of the dodge. It is now Moira's and Tor's turn. You guys
Awesome.
are backing up something fierce. You've definitely put some distance between you guys. You still have a little ways to go to get to the gates, though. But if you can get to the gates of Daggerford, you'll be safe. These guys are giving chase, but
Excuse me. Can I move just my normal move action and then pull Tor out for a second to breathe and put him back in?
Wait, I'm in the bag?
No,
Or not Tor, sorry, Holden.
I mean, Tolden.
That'd have been hilarious.
You want to move out. You want to move back. Use your action to pull Holden out of the bag and then put him back in.
Yeah.
So he can catch a quick breath. I'm going to say you can pull him out of the bag as your action. Putting him back in the bag, I'm going to say, is also your action. So that would be a second action. So you'll have to put him back in on your next turn.
Okay. In that case, I will dash one more time.
Okay. So you're dashing back one more time. This
And
is
then
now
next
his.
turn,
And then
I'll...
next turn you'll yeah, got it. Buggy,
Yo.
1 hit point Tor.
Yeah. One
What
heart
you gonna
warrior.
do? What are you gonna do?
Same shit as always. I'm just
Dash.
yeah.
Okay.
Just saying bolt out of here.
Ella,
Yeah.
what you gonna do?
I'm going to fire another one at disadvantage at the same one I just hit, because I know which one I hit. Ooh, 16.
That hits. I'm not even gonna make you roll damage because he had 1 hit point left. So you killed one of them.
Mood.
Mood indeed. There are 4 goblins left, and one of which is injured. Oof. And it is their turn.
Ella's back to 1,000 today.
Ooh. So the goblins see you down their ally.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's only 4 left. They're gonna say some shit to each other in Goblin that only Holden would understand, but Holden's down.
Shit, our translator.
And then they will start to withdraw. You guys have survived the Goblin ambush.
Yay!
They turn and run off into the bushes.
And Ellen's officially shortbread master.
Congratulations, you guys!
Yay!
What?
I'm gonna pull
You're out
the
of combat
blacksmith.
initiative. You're pulling the blacksmith out of the thing. He's still unconscious, but he is now no longer in a void where there's no air. What do you guys do? Are you just gonna plop down right here and just kind of like take a short rest right here, or are you gonna huff it back to town first?
I feel like we should probably take a short rest, like just outside the city walls.
You don't want to risk running into like Sir Baldric, especially
Yeah.
with one of you already down.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like, oh look, Holden is one foot already in the grave. I'm just let me put the other foot in.
Can I make a potion?
At the end of your short rest, you sure can. More
I
importantly,
want to make a potion that makes Holden not dead.
well, at the end of your short rest, Holden automatically returns to 1 hit point.
Do I get to burn? Do I get to roll a hit dice?
No, Holden, you don't actually benefit from the short rest. You
Gotcha.
just recover to 1 hit point at the end of the. So for you, you haven't had a short rest effectively. You're just back to 1 hit point. Everyone else benefits from a short rest and can spend hit dice to heal, and or make a potion. You can make a potion, Ella. If you'd like, you can give that potion to Holden to heal him, or you can hold on to it for later.
Yeah, I want to make a healing potion.
Okie
What's
dokie.
the rules on that?
Well, I believe that it's 2d4. Let me just pull up this book that I just wrote that everyone's buying now for $3, $3.50. Because it's on sale if you're watching the stream. If you're watching the stream, these classes can be yours.
Yours, so it says 2d4 plus your intelligence modifier.
Listen!
There you go. 2d4 plus your intelligence modifier.
Okay, so 2d4 plus 4. I'm going to roll this. Where's my fancy ones? I got my fancy healing potion d4s. They're blood colored.
Nice.
I'm just looking at the herbalist document.
So that's 4 plus 4 is 8.
Uh-huh. Wait, you rolled max?
No.
Oh, no,
I
it's just
rolled
4
2d4.
Got it. Okay, cool. So you,
Holden, you now have
Sorry,
8
I'm
hit
not sure.
points.
You can
Or
try
9.
asking a different way.
Thank you,
Right,
Google.
yes. Google sometimes thinks I'm talking to her when we're streaming. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're back. You're back, you guys, more or less. You're just outside of town. You survived a goblin ambush. Everyone's still alive, astonishingly. And more importantly, I think that's probably worth a level. You guys all level up to level 4.
My everything hurts, but I feel better at everything.
I'll tell you what,
as well.
you'll benefit from the level up after you take a long rest. That seems fair. You
Yeah,
have the
because
experience,
Ellen-
but you need to you need to stop and rest to let that
Alan's
experience
just
sink in.
brewing a healing potion, and
Yeah.
once it's brewed, it's like, here you go, Tor. Just drink up.
Alright, what do I benefit from it?
Well, she needs to take a second long rest, second short rest to make more potions. But we'll get to that in a second. What are you? Yeah, Holden had one for sure. Holden had one for sure.
Yeah.
What else are you guys doing at this point? What are you? How are you? Are you gonna,
I need a
what are you doing
beer.
next?
I need.
That's for
alcohol.
fucking sure.
Several.
I can brew a beer.
I want cold, already made beer, but I appreciate the offer. Hey, we're not dead, you guys. We did it.
You did.
Fuck.
Yeah. We almost died though.
Yeah. I mean, I'm aware.
Next time we get,
you're not. You were asleep
Well-
for 80% of that.
Oh, it wasn't so much as sleep as my consciousness was taken from me.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, you were inside my bag of holding for a while, so it's probably best you were unconscious.
Yeah.
Why on earth would that make me feel better?
I am going to start brewing. I'm going to
No reason.
Oh,
a bunch of gold to buy some potions, so that next time you can get right back up.
I appreciate that.
So in terms of you guys are recovering, yeah, but what are you going back to town? Are you going to the Happy Cow to you said you needed a drink? Is that where we're gonna appear next, at the Happy Cow with a drink? Are you are you going to what is your plan of action at this point? What are you doing next?
I'm going to
step on your-
consume alcohol. I am going to.
Are you even I mean, maybe you're too delirious to even think this through, but are you even willing to show your faces back in Daggerford after you promised you'd do something for Lady Daggerford and are coming back bloodied and bruised?
Yeah, that's right.
Wait.
What did we promise Lady
What
Daggerford?
now? I don't remember.
We promised her we'd clear out the goblins.
Hey,
Oh.
I think we did.
Yeah, I oddly
And
remember that.
in a fort. We're not in a fort. We're not
Well,
in a fort.
about that.
Yeah.
So
I-
what's the are you gonna hunt more goblins? Are you gonna go back home and sleep? Are you gonna go back home and drink? Are you like
You guys.
what's next on the docket for these bloodied and bruised heroes? Sorry,
Guys.
peasants. They're not heroes. We've been over
Can
this.
This ain't no place for a hero.
Yeah.
Can I start brewing a bunch of potions?
Well,
If you want to take a short rest is an hour, just so you know.
Yeah.
So you've been sitting on the road for an hour at this point. You've had a short rest to make one potion. You can take another short rest. I mean,
I've got to be honest with you guys.
plus, if I'm being honest, the goblins, if there are more of them, have now had an hour to recoup and recover as well.
I honestly think we should go to Neverwinter and be dukes. We could be dukes.
well, I mean,
We'd
that
be
could have gone
giants.
a hell of a lot worse. What I'm thinking here is we go talk to Lady Daggerford, let her know we took out like half of them at least, and then
no.
take a rest,
7.
recuperate.
7.
I remember it very differently. We took out at least half of them. The only ones that were left were
was more than
stragglers,
half.
but
That was
Yeah, it was
more
more
than
than
half.
half.
That was more than half. There was 10. We took out 7.
Fuck, I don't care how many we took. I'm gonna go to Lady Daggerford.
There was
I'm gonna
there was
tell-
10. There was 10. You took out 6. There were 4 left at the end.
Ow.
Oh, there-
I'm going
there
to
you
Lady
go.
Daggerford.
We got most of them. We left a couple alive to spread the tale and
Spread the
tell the others to get the hell out of town.
We're gonna go back to town. We're going to get supplies. We're going to go back and we're going to clear out the rest of them.
I have a better idea. How about we rest first and then do all that?
Yes.
That's
Now,
what I was thinking.
I'm just a fucking idiot. You
we're
all
going
know
to go
this.
back to town. We're going to get supplies. We're going to rest, and then we're going to go clear out the rest.
You see,
here's
you're
the thought.
losing me with putting rest at second.
We go up to where
Priority. Holden's dead.
castle-
Well, we should rest first, and then get supplies.
I
And then
gave
we'll kill the rest of them.
I gave Lady Daggerford my word, and she was gonna help us kill the heroes. And if she finds out that it was half-assed, then she's gonna try and kill me. And
Yeah.
I can't
seriously.
have Lady Daggerford and the heroes trying to kill me. So I am going
Because-
to limp my stocky, burly, bearded ass to the Lady Daggerford, and I'm going to explain what happened. And if you want to join me, feel free. If you don't, understand. Thanks for not letting me die. Ow. Ow.
I'm going to brew another potion and give it to Holden.
Here we are from
You
Holden.
can't just do that. If you want to sit down and brew another potion, Holden's either going to have to wait for you, or he's going to have to go without the potion, and without you.
Yeah,
Moira's
he's
It's
just
gonna take.
he's,
It's going to take you an hour to brew another potion.
Yeah.
he's literally
Just so you know.
walking right
Yeah,
now.
I imagine he's like limp walking, so he's moving
Yeah.
slow.
Ow.
He's moving
And I was
slow,
like,
but not
Holden,
like
Holden, hold
not
on.
like so slow that he's still there in an hour.
Ow.
I'm gonna walk up to him, pick him up by the shoulders, walk him back,
No.
put him down. Listen, Holden, you're not going anywhere without rest and healing, okay?
Yes. You can.
It's like
can
you have a
complete
death
rest. I can. Give
I
you a
have-
potion.
The opposite of a death wish. The longer Lady Daggerford goes without knowing the status of this request
The
she
Lady
made.
Daggerford can wait. Lady Daggerford can wait. You need to not die. You need.
Clearly, you've never
you
met
have no
Lady
shit to go
Daggerford.
anywhere.
Waiting is not one of her strong suits.
Exactly. We still don't know
Feck
what her
her.
deal is.
Feck her.
Well,
you need.
Now,
You need to rest.
if
Yeah,
you
Holden,
all
take
would
it
let
easy.
me talk for a moment. What we can do, go talk to Lady Daggerford. I don't know if you noticed last time we were there, but there's a nice big foyer with couches and all sorts of soft things we could rest on. Things
fact-
inside of a castle,
In
away
fact, the
from the
last
heroes.
time you were there, with the not the last time Holden was there. When Holden went on his own the last time, or with Tor, they were rushed right in. But before that, the previous time when you were all there, you had to wait for at least an hour before you were allowed in to see her. So
look, the smart move is to talk to Lady Daggerford. That's what I'm going to do. I do need rest, and God's help me, I want to sleep. But do you really think the safest place for me to be right now is my home where a dwarf was cut in twain? No, the safest place for me right now is to explain to Lady Daggerford what's going
Can
on.
I patch Holden up and then have him go?
not unless Holden
I'm-
is gonna wait for you to do so. Like I
I'm
said, it's gonna take you an hour
fine.
to make another potion.
This isn't the
with
first time I
medicine.
almost died.
Medicine will not heal his hit points. No.
No.
Moira is gonna help Holden walk, support him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's basically using his warhammer as a crutch. It's just hobbling towards Lady Daggerford.
You know, Holden hasn't, to my understanding, Holden hasn't spent any of his hit dice either. So if Holden could benefit from a short rest, he might not even need potions. He could heal himself, but he's clearly not willing to wait. So
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
cool by me.
I'm going to help Holden as well. So
Okay.
the three of us are just helping.
I don't need all this. I'm fine. I've got it. Thank you, but I got it.
Screaming "ow" with each step, like not
That
even.
is how I deal with pain. It's a meditation. It's like positive affirmation.
I'm gonna lean
The
into
three
like,
of us are gonna help.
I'm gonna lean into Myra's ear and be like, "Hey, do you have anything you can like knock him out with? Otherwise, this is gonna be a rough walk."
Ow. Ow. Ow.
Well, I mean,
Ugh. That time I said, ugh.
Holden,
Ow.
slow down. Jesus Christ, wait for us, Speedy.
well, I mean, I could put him back in the bag.
That's probably a good idea.
I heard that, and I will.
You were meant to.
I will smash heads. Ow.
You're not
Of
doing
course you
shit,
fucking heard it. I'm
bucko.
standing
Get in the
right next to
bag.
you.
Holden still has his warhammer, and despite being severely injured, does not have any disadvantage in using it.
Ow.
D&D logic.
Ow.
Jesus Christ. Get in the fucking bag, Holden.
I'm not getting in your creepy magic bag.
Hey, Moira, let me see the bag.
You're not put. Tor.
So,
No,
Moira's
I don't
got
have
it.
the, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have the bag.
Moira's
I
got
don't
the
have
bag
it.
over her shoulder like a messenger bag, and so she just kind of holds it in her hand and goes, "There, see it?
All right.
Fuck you.
Double time. Ow, 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 ow.
No
You're
offense,
still
Tor.
going the same speed. You're just saying ow for each leg this time.
You shut the hell up, Tor. Ow, 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 ow,
No
ow.
offense,
You're in
Tor,
a
but this
trap.
bag's worth more than your life.
Just fucking throw him in it.
That's right, cried. Get in the fucking bag.
Just
All
get in the
right.
fucking bag, Holden.
So we're going to flash forward to you guys are back
Thank you.
at Lady Daggerford's castle. Despite your protests and insisting he rest, stubborn dwarf that he is, Mr. Tudyk, his honor in question, did not slow down the whole way.
God.
He complained the whole way. He complained the whole way, but he did not stop his trip. He made it back to the castle without taking a break, and you guys are all there with him.
You know we would have gotten here sooner, right? If you just healed it up.
I'm fine. The bleeding can stop. And
It hasn't stopped. You left a trail.
Well, I mean, most of the bleeding's on the inside, and that's where blood's supposed to be anyway.
I don't think it's on the inside.
I don't think that's how that works. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but I'm pretty sure it needs
I
to be
am kinda.
in your vein
This looks like one of my paintings.
Well, now you know how I
For
feel
fuck's
when
sake.
you're bleeding all the damn time. Ow. Ow.
I don't yell, ow. Oh my, you know what? Fine, fuck it. Let's go.
Ow.
Nope. Keep saying now.
The
No one gives a
faster
fuck.
we
Let's
can
go.
get him there, the faster we can not have to listen to this shit.
Oh my god, yeah. Let's go. Come on, climb the stairs, Holden. Climb the stairs. Let's go.
I'm gonna climb the stairs.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, here we go.
Come on.
You make it.
I've got this.
Okay, left foot, right foot. Come on, get up the stairs, Holden.
Oh
Oh my god, you are a piece of fucking work, Holden. Okay, can I pick him up and get him up the stairs, please?
Yeah, no, you will not pick me up, sir.
For fuck's sake, are you climbing the stairs or having a bowel movement?
Jesus Christ.
You make it to the
Or
the
something
top of the stairs, and the guard who's attending there, oh, his eyes go wide. He's like, Jesus Christ, what happened to that guy?
He's a fucking idiot. Anyway.
Well, what do you want us to do?
I need to talk to Lady Daggerford.
Well, okay.
Yeah. We need to make sure. We need to make sure the Lady Daggerford doesn't kill him.
Not the best thing to lead with, Gwen. Ow, ow, ow.
And
Another more few minutes of this, and the Lady Daggerford won't have to. I mean, but fine, go right in. Jesus, I mean, what the heck?
You'll have to pardon us. We just slew a feck ton of goblins.
Don't get any blood on the rug.
I'll do my best. I'll suck it in. Ow.
At this point, at that comment, Moira's gonna point to the slight cut on her arm and go, "Oh no, I think I stopped bleeding and it should be fine."
I mean, Ella's pretty damaged, really damaged.
You guys get up to Lady Daggerford's You guys get up to Lady Daggerford's office. You guys get up to Lady Daggerford's office, and the guard attending her office, who's outside her office, says, "The lady here is very busy. She doesn't have time for all 4 of you. She can see at most 2 of you."
I need to
We're all
talk to
going
her.
in. We're all.
Like he
Are we
just
all
starts
going
making
into
his
the
way
same
in.
Are we all going in for the same reason?
I was going to go into, do the hype thing that I do.
Oh, okay. I'll just stay out here then.
I'm clearing up. What happened?
You sure I can't go in? He's probably gonna pass out on that floor.
I'm not gonna pass out if I haven't passed out.
You were
There are
climbing when you were
8,000 fucking stairs in this goddamn castle.
Yeah, and you couldn't make it up 2 of them.
I made it up all 8,000. It took a while, but I did it.
We had to have a montage.
I tell you, God.
Like
I
the
tell
sun
you what-
went down and back up.
I tell you what,
But I heard
sir.
Freebird.
If he passes out again, I'll put him back in the bag and bring
Should
him
put him in
out.
there to begin with.
Whoever puts me in the bag, I'm going to smash them with
You ain't
Gabriella.
gonna do shit, Gimpy.
I
Anyway.
will kneecap you to her. It'll hurt me to do it, but goddamn it, I'll do it.
Yeah, it'll hurt you to do it.
So-
Try to swing that damn thing.
Question.
Everything hurts me right now.
While they're arguing, can Moira just go ahead and go in?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, Moira's gonna do
Ella
that.
Also go in. With
So
Moira-
Moira and Ella are going in?
Yeah.
Moira is.
Well, the married couple argues.
Okay, Moira and Ella. So the guard stops you and says, "So the 2 of you then?"
What? No, what the hell? I need to clear something up.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm going in. I can't speak to anybody else. But they're taking for fucking ever to get their argument out of the way, so I'm just going to go ahead and go in.
Uh-huh.
You guys don't even know the original reason that I came here.
Do you?
Yes!
Double checking.
Do you even know the mission that she sent us on?
No, I wasn't
Yeah.
mentally here yesterday.
I'm
Yeah,
talking
okay.
to each and every one of you. Get out of my goddamn way. And he just like
Okay.
Now. Listen.
Oh,
Listen
yes.
carefully. You are all very clearly disgruntled peasants. Lady Daggerford has a lot on her plate right now, and she's very upset, and she does not need to deal with added stresses. I know for a fact, she points at Holden, that she has given me instructions that if this one shows up, that he is to be allowed in. 1 person can go with him, that is all, and if you start arguing, he pulls out his sword. I will not be very kind as I escort you out. You understand?
Couldn't you just say this to begin with? Like,
No.
Okay. All right.
You know what, tall guy? I like to cut of your jib. If he just walks in.
Moira's right behind him.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Moira and
this-
Holden enter the lady's office.
Lady Daggerford, hello.
She's got her curtains drawn so the room is dark, despite the fact that it's day. Her fireplace is burning, and she is holding a glass of wine and standing in front of the fireplace with her back to you.
Is it wine, though?
It,
Or is she
it
a vampire?
It is something that looks like red wine.
Lady Daggerford, hello.
Oh, it's a Pinot Noir.
Disgusting.
No,
That took me a second.
That's not disgusting. That's actually.
Mr. Tuddick,
Yeah.
I'm surprised to see you back so soon.
You know, it's life. Hey, update on the mission. Oh, we ran into goblins, and
Yes,
it was
I heard.
you heard.
I did indeed.
Well, thank Holden. With the way you 2 are arguing, I'm surprised the whole damn village didn't know.
You know what? Let's see you get your rib cracked and see how well you handle it. He's like losing all his cool. He goes, Lady Daggerford, they knew we were coming.
Yes, they did.
This was an ambush.
Weren't these the same goblins that you made a truce with before?
So, usually I would be full of...
Wonder how I knew about that, probably.
No, I don't. I mean, I was gonna say usually I would watch my tongue and be full of candor and manners and whatnot. But frankly, I don't give a shit. What's going on, Lady Daggerford?
It's very simple. You killed Natalia Stormbreaker, didn't you?
Yeah.
And then a
Moira's
voice
pointing at Holden.
and then a male voice says, "I knew it." And Sir Baldric steps out from behind the curtain.
Oh, this is just the day, isn't it?
And Lady Daggerford says to Sir Baldric, she says, "There, you have your killers. Try not to get his blood on my rug."
Oh, too late. I leaked coming in. I tried not to.
And you hear the door behind you lock.
Okay.
From the outside. As if the guard that, let the two of you in was totally in on it and prepared to lock the door. We really should have titled this episode Double Ambush, but then that would have surprised. That would have let you know.
Does Ella see the guard lock the door?
Well, we're going to cover what Ella sees next week, because this is as good a place as any to end the penultimate episode of the Peasants Strike Back.
Ooh, baby. We need up.
Yeah.
So, I have been, and always shall be, Joshua Barbeau until I legally change my name, which who knows.
If Ella saw the guard try to lock the door, she would shoot him in the head.
I know. We'll cover what she would do next week. So you can follow me on Twitter at Joshua Barbeau. The thing is right beneath my head. You can catch me next on Scraticus' channel tomorrow night, DMing Step Into the Quantum at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, a time travel game that is loads of fun. And I have books on DM's Guild. Wrong Turn, Dragon Heist, which is not on sale, but I would love it if you bought it, because that's $10. And I could use some food. Or more importantly, and probably more appropriately given the subject of the stream, Joe Blow's Guide to Being an NPC, which I've been promising for weeks now, is finally out. And just for you guys who are watching, you can get it 30% off right now. Like I said before, it is 30% off for you guys during the duration of the stream. So as long as we are streaming, and maybe for up to 5 minutes afterwards, that link will still work. But after the stream ends, the 30% discount goes away. So this is your last chance to go get that at 30% off if you want to get it at 30% off. It does feature all of the classes used in this show, plus a bunch of fun little anecdotes and side notes from Joe Blow himself, who I hear is going to make an appearance next week. Don't forget,
it's my new character. No.
Don't forget to go over to Raven's Twitter account and let her know if you want to see a Peasants Season 2. My favorite moment of this episode, let's see, was probably when I crit against Tor while he wasn't even in the room. No, I'm kidding. That's a joke.
I was
my favorite moment was I don't even know. I think it was everything going on in the chat and not even the content of the episode itself. That's got to be my favorite moment.
Oh, you took my answer.
Yeah. So I'm gonna turn it over to you four.
Yeah,
who wants to go first?
we'll go back around the opposite way. So we'll go to Noir. What was your favorite part, and where can we find your stuff online?
Oof, favorite part. I mean, he really did take my answer. The whole told in nonsense that you motherfuckers are coming up with, and like I've never had somebody threaten me with fan fiction, but that happened.
Well, that's some 2020 shit.
Like,
That's some 2020 level threats.
so I'm gonna thread them back. Like, well, you know what? You'll never get any Tony comments. Content because you guys are gonna do Peasants too on Twitter. Nah. Speaking of Twitter, there's my handle right there. You can find me on all the socials under No Enigma. That's your Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud because I do the music stuff. That's it.
All right, and then Gwen.
That was an episode, wasn't it?
Sure was. You guys did better than I expected.
Yeah, I mean, apparently Ella's a short bow expert. Who knew?
Apparently.
Every shopkeeper's
Ella,
gotta have a piece.
Ella's. Oh, my favorite part has got to be when they tried to ship Holden and Thor. Like,
Is that the raid cry? Is that the raid cry?
save the fanfic for off stream.
Yes.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
My favorite. I can't remember the line. I was going through chat to find the line, but it's not there anymore. But it was,
Someone saying in the chat we get comics now. What is there an artist who's drawing comics of this?
Yeah,
game?
yeah,
I
they
think they're
called
doing full on fanfics, bro.
They called your bluff.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was.
Wow.
It was something about Holden being exactly the right weight for Tor.
I don't remember. This shit's been going on for like.
It's so much.
That was
Been
my
going for
favorite
like
part.
7
That was
episodes.
my favorite part. That was my favorite part. That
Come
one
on.
comment.
Honestly, I'm just used to seeing those
How much
comments.
is Holden weigh exactly the right weight for Tor?
I will drop.
It was.
See, they're threatening us with fan fiction.
And
Hilarious.
I can confirm that Chaos is an excellent artist.
Oh God.
If there is an excellent artist that is offering to draw comics of the Peasants Strike Back,
Oh God.
I
Of
will
a sexual nature, though.
of any nature.
Oh gosh.
Reach out to me, because how the heck do we market and sell this is what I want to know next, because clearly there's a demand.
Who wants to see a dwarf and a half orc get it on? Like, what's wrong with
Clearly
you?
the fucking people in this chat.
Noir.
Adopted
have you been
brothers, no
watching
less.
God, this is so. Found family is the shit.
On that note, Gwen, where can we find you online?
Jesus fuck.
Here?
Yes. Perfect.
You can find me at my Twitter handle.
Perfect. Moving along to Buggy.
Howdy.
What was your favorite part? Where can we find your stuff online?
Oh, my favorite part. I've been like fucking up this pomegranate the whole time. No, honestly,
You've been doing what to the pomegranate?
I've been. Fuck. Anyway. Fuck. My favorite part 100% the chat.
Yeah.
I'm new to this type of stuff, which is weird, but like, I fucking love interacting with this chat. Because honestly, I feel like everybody knows at this point when you see Team Totem in the chat, that's me. I feel like, but yeah, I fucking love you guys. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, I fucking
Yeah,
love
big
you
heart.
guys so much.
Like, I want everybody's Twitter on here. I want Agent Chaos's Twitter. I've got
Yeah.
Phoenix, Michael Wayne. I hope I'm saying that right. I want your shit. Like, give me the Twitters.
Oh
But,
my god.
but,
Michael will do all the gifts if you want.
But anyway,
Just gonna put this out there. Sorry, Buggy, I didn't mean to interrupt you there. But just
You're
gonna put this out there. Assuming that all of my cast is down for it, being that next week is the finale, possibly just of season 1 or possibly of the entire thing, depending on the outcry for season 2. Being that next week is the finale, I am happy to run this session a little bit longer than normal if my entire cast wants a what did we call it? The Peasants talk back.
yeah,
So
Peasants talk back.
So
Yeah.
next week we'll finish at the regular time. It won't be, but we'll stick around after the episode to talk about the whole show with all y'all in the chat as a special bonus. If assuming everyone in my cast is available to stick around.
Yeah.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
game.
Oh, I'm hella
game.
down.
Yes.
Most of the finales on this channel run longer than the normal episodes anyway, so I'm definitely down.
Awesome.
Yeah, you can find me here Mondays. Tuesdays, I'm usually over on my channel at team_totem_. I have no clue what's going on with that, so I might just start streaming games again. But yeah. So I mean, oh shit, almost forgot. There are still a few spots left for Buggy's Christmas Boogaloo.
There are.
I have
There
no
are
clue why
two
people
left.
are in there. Why the hell are people in that game? But anyway, I'm gonna give y'all a ride with it. That is December 20th. It is a Friday. If you want to sign up, message Raven. I'd love to have a full table.
We've got 4 now, so we do have a full party, but I've been keeping those 2 other spots open as well, just in case more people want to get in on it, because it should be really fun.
I think I saw agents in that too. Agent
Yep.
Chaos. Oh boy. Oh, this is gonna be payback.
Oh,
Payback.
I'm gonna be in the
Oh.
chat just fucking shipping the shit out of people. Oh, it's gonna be
Oh, I look
great.
forward to
Oh,
it. So it's
with,
basically it's a Christmas one shot. I'm a screenwriter. I do work anyway. That's
I'm shipping chaos with Santa.
Well, I mean, I'm going to be in it,
I'm
Oh,
shipping.
you are?
I'm
Are
shipping
you?
Gwen with Santa.
aren't I?
I don't think I had you down for that one, but I can put you in there.
But I will say,
I'm
was,
shipping AG with Mrs. Claus.
I was going through the sign up sheet for it, and I was obviously I want to know who the people in the game are, so I look them up. How the these people got commas in their follower count. I can't even get to 50 followers.
This one right next to me is
Yeah,
got
he's up
like
there bulling with
3
1,000.
goddamn thousand.
He's up there with 1,000 people. I'm struggling to even break half 100.
I have no
Look at
idea
that.
how I did that, but it did blow my mind. I want to say thank you to everyone who is following me on Twitter because this past month I hit 1,000 and it is I'm still shocked that I was able to do that. I did give away some dice when I hit 1,000 to someone named KJ Ray.
KJ Ray.
KJ Ray. He's a fantastic dude, and he's getting some super smexy dice.
Yeah.
I want to do another giveaway sooner rather than later, probably this month. So if you're following me on Twitter, there probably will be another giveaway this month.
Awesome.
And this episode was
Well-
brought to you in part by Dash Action.
Yes. And I believe that does bring it back to me. So my favorite part, there's a lot of really good parts. Probably a toss-up between Moira actually doing damage for the first time and just basically one round shotting the Goblin with a headbutt. That was pretty amazing. So a tie between that and being able to just shove our our dwarven blacksmith into a bag of holding and run. I think those were probably my favorite. As far as where you can find me, here obviously on Twitter, the name right below my face here. I'm on Twitter just about 24/7, except for Sundays. I'm not as active on there because Sundays are my one day off. But yeah, anytime, any other day during the week, if you want to get a hold of me, I will probably see it within a matter of minutes. So if you do want to get in on a game, let me know. As far as upcoming slots that we have available, let me grab my schedule here. So the 12th, we currently do not have a DM or players for that one specified yet. Wait, not the 12th, I'm sorry. The 13th. That's what it is. I was looking at the wrong tab. So the 13th, we do have a couple players, but we don't have a DM for that one yet. We've also got a couple spots.
I volunteer.
Okay. Message me after the stream then. For Buggy's game, like I said, we still have a couple spots open there. And then as far as campaigns go, we're just about full up for the season 3 entirely. We do have one spot open for Lightbringer, which will be on Mondays. Actually, in this time slot, starting in January. We have one spot open for Hunters of Calamity, which is a Borderlands-inspired game. That is on Tuesdays. And then I have one very role-specific spot open for Legends of the Badlands, which will be our Season 3 of the Badlands series. And that's on Saturdays. I don't want to talk too much about the role because our finale is coming up and spoilers. So if you would really like to get in on that one, I can talk to you about what that role is privately. So that's everything that's pretty much coming up as far as player spots and GM spots. If you're interested in any of those, just shoot me a DM on Twitter and I will see what I can do. Other than that, other announcements. Starting this Wednesday, I'm going to be trying something a little bit different. So Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, that's 3 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be doing something called the Black Feather Tavern, which is basically going to be a just chatting stream. The goal is to have it set up much like a tavern or a coffee shop where you can just come in and chat, and if something's got you down or bothering you, you can talk about it, get advice or support, and then in general just trying to keep everything positive to give people that sort of bar or coffee shop feel where you can go talk about stuff. But I know a lot of people don't have the means or have health issues or things like that prevent them from being in that kind of environment. So I'm thinking this could be a fun way to kind of simulate that. We'll also talk about tabletop. I'll probably give some pointers on things like how to get in character, DM tips, things like that. That'll probably be more of a secondary part of the content. But I'll be tweeting an announcement about that tomorrow. I've got some graphic art already made for that. But yeah, that's going to continue through the next season, but I'm going to be starting that this coming Wednesday. So it gets sort of a soft launch there before we go into season 3. With all of that, we're going to go raid. Let me just double check and make sure she's still alive. Yes, she is still streaming. We're going to go raid Saito, my lady Saito. Fantastic person, fantastic DM. Here's our raid cry.
Oh, that's...
And...
Are you laughing about what I just said in the chat?
Buy my book guarantee, at least some of the proceeds go to buying Pupper's food.
Yes!
I like
Nice.
that.
Way to plug.
Perfect.
Way to plug.
So yeah, we're gonna go raid. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you all for playing. Thank you Joshua for running the game. Thank you to Phoenix Astra, April Dawn, and Gwen, and Michael. And I think that's everybody. If I missed your name, I sincerely apologize. But thank you everybody who donated. That means a ton. This is my full-time job at the moment, so yeah, every little bit is extremely appreciated. It helps me, have food and a car, so I appreciate it.
Keeps the internet.
Anyways, yeah, that well, thankfully my friend Rowan is who I'm staying with. they're taking care of that stuff. But yeah, food and car is something I still need to pay for. So
And thank you to also thank you to everyone who bought my book this stream.
Yeah.
I sold 5 copies over the course of the past 3 hours, which is really awesome. Thank you,
fantastic.
Yeah.
I will definitely be picking that up. I believe I should be getting some money coming in on the 12th. So on the 12th or the 13th, you'll have at least one more sale.
I got
mine. Awesome. Well, we're going to go to our raid screen while we go raid. And then next stream is going to be... when is the next stream? Next stream will be Wednesday. Because there's nothing going on tomorrow. Yeah, Wednesday at 1 p.m. Mountain Time. So we'll see you then. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.